need to hit stream on the machine. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at the Victoria Rec Center ice. What is this? The East Rink, home of the Holy Family Catholic Fire, where they will be facing off against the Stillwater Ponies in the final regular season contest of the year. It's senior day, and there are a ton of them, Bart Archer, so face-off will be about 3:45 once these teams get going. But no, I'm just kidding. It'll take a few minutes to get through the festivities for certain. But the fact of the matter is we've got a top 5 matchup with the number 4 Holy Family Catholic Fire, the number 5 Stillwater Ponies, along with Bart Archer and our entire team. I'm Pete Wagner. Thanks so much for joining us here today, and we're looking forward to what's going to be a really good hockey game.
Well, indeed, Pete, I don't want to bore everybody with stats. If you didn't,
wow, where did that come from?
If you saw our live feed
you
here
never
before
call
this,
attention.
I know. Well, you poked a little fun at me, and I'm all right with that. But just the Holy Family Fire, since we did the Grand Rapids game here, they beat a very good Grand Rapids team, and I think kind of set them into a bit of a tailspin. But they've reeled off 15 or 13 straight, 72 goals, 4 and only 18 against in those 13 games. So obviously, Noah Ron's got this Holy Family Fire team playing very, very well. We did on Thursday night broadcast kind of a revenge match for the Stillwater Pony team against the White Bear Lake team, who actually gave them their first loss after starting the season on an unbeaten streak. So they're back on game. They exercise their demons, but they have a challenge in front of them today.
Indeed they do, and there's plenty to look at with these two teams. First, we'll take a look at the visiting Stillwater Ponies, who are 21-3-0 on the season. They finished 15-1 in the Suburban East Conference, which is good for first place. They have 2 state tournament appearances, one in 2014 and one in 2016. Last year, they were 27-3-1, worked their way into the semifinals, had a tough 2-1 loss at the hands of the eventual state champion Wayzata Trojans, and then fell to Grand Rapids by a score of 3-2 in the third place game. They did win the conference championship outright on Thursday with their 4-0 win over the White Bear Lake Bears. And Bart, I think the most important number to look at here is that they are 5-1 in section play. Their top opponent is going to be the Hill Murray Pioneers. They're on a bit of a collision course. Something's going to have to give there. What do you think is going to shake down as far as those two teams are concerned?
Well, generally what happens in sections is everybody tightens up their game and focuses more on their defensive zone, and through that will come offense. I think it's going to be a challenge. Hill Murray always plays a very fundamental disciplined style, plus they play a sound defensive game, and I think that Stillwater is going to have to match that defensive effort, and through that offense is going to come. But I think on the offensive side, Stillwater obviously has the horses to run. They score so many goals, but the fact that they can defend as well is going to be a problem for Coach Lecter and the Hill Murray Pioneers.
Well, this is a team too, Bart, that really had one area of the schedule where there was a struggle. They ended up losing 2 of their 3 games during this period. It was at the St. Louis Park Holiday Tournament. They picked up a 4-1 win over Elk River, but then lost to Eden Prairie 4-1. 2 of their losses came at the hands of the Eagles. And then they also lost to Lakeville North by a score of 3-2. They're 8-2 in their last 10. And they did start the season with 13 straight wins. And when you talk about the players that you alluded to, of course, Noah Cates, Mr. Hockey finalist, 64 points on the season, headed to the University of Minnesota Duluth. He's ranked 145th on the midterm NHL Central Scouting for North American skaters. You know what? He has points in every game except for the Elk River game. And oh, by the way, he's usually good for a multi-point game. 19 out of their 24 games, which means you're already down 2-0 minimum, and Cates is getting in on 2 of them.
Yeah, his numbers are impressive. 19 goals, 45 assists, 64 total points. Has only 1 power play goal, so that means when he's got 4 shorties. So on 5-on-5, he's actually scored 14 goals, and that's pretty impressive. Also has a game winner to his credit, but it's not just Noah Cates. Luke Manning, TJ Sagasor, Michael Kaufman, Matthew Stanton, Jesse Bukestad back on the point. They have a lot of different angles that they can attack you from. So obviously the Fire is going to have to be on point tonight.
You're right. They're going to have to deal with guys like Manning on a 5-game point streak, 5, 9, and 14 for him. That's pretty impressive there. He's a little lower base player. He has some vision, can shoot, can put the puck in the net. But the guy that really impressed me the most is that Matthew Stanton. How about this? 6'3", 190 pounds, a 48-point season so far. He's on a 4-game point streak. 9, 6, and 15 for him with a Hattie against Forest Lake. Oh, by the way, he picked up 6 points in that affair. but he was so present in that game from blue line to blue line, Bart.
Oh, indeed he was, and he's a long drink of water, like we said. He's a big young man, but he has some speed about him, as we saw in that Stillwater game. Really getting some separation on the breakaway, putting a nice chipped a nice backhand. So, but Stanton 23 goals, 5 on the power play, 2 shorties, but 5 game winners to date. Looking for him to be an offensive contributor. But TJ Sagasor actually had 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in that game against Creed-Durham Hall. Held up the score sheet against White Bear Lake, but still an offensive force in that game. They have a lot of checks in the right boxes as far as the Stillwater team. With Seth Isley in goal, hasn't seen a lot of shots. Numbers are great. He looked very solid against White Bear Lake, but curious to see how he's going to perform today. He really hasn't seen a lot of shots. However, his save percentage is at .929 for those that he has. He has 6 shutouts on the season and is 19-3-0. He's another big-framed goaltender. And you also have other guys on this team, from Joe Raleigh to Jesse Bukestad on the blue line. And then I really like the player of Jack Mapstone, who's been rock solid throughout the past couple of seasons. Moves the puck well and plays his position as well as anybody. Now, on the other side of the ledger, you look at the Holy Family Catholic Fire. They're 23-1 on the season. 8-0. They play an abbreviated Wright County Conference schedule. Their games carry double the points since they can have a larger, it benefits them, non-conference schedule. They don't have any state tournament appearances, and believe me, they're looking for those. Oh, there they are. They step on the ice. The Holy Family Catholic Fire. But Noel Ron is the head coach of this team. He's assembled himself a heck of a coaching staff. Bob Gleason has been with him for some time on the bench, as has Ryan Thang and, of course, Joe Gleason. Thang is in his first year, Joe Gleason in his second year. They really understand the game and come from some really sound background at the collegiate professional level. They're 3-0 in Section 2AA games. They're eyeing down the Eden Prairie Eagles and would like for nothing more than to head to the state tournament and upend their dreams. Well, as good as Eden Prairie is, this Holy Family Fire is certainly a formidable opponent. But Pete, defensively, this Fire team has only given up 3 or more goals 4 times out of their 24 games. They've given up 2 goals or less 5 times, 1 goal or less 9 times, and have 6 shutouts. So 20 games they've allowed 2 or fewer goals, which I think just jumps off the page and very, very impressive. Not many teams are doing that, Bart, and I think that's a really thing. And, Jared Moe, the lefty, we really liked him against the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. He was a difference maker. A big frame, gets a little bit engaged in the game a little bit. Yes, kind of Ron Hextall, Billy Smith like old school, and I appreciate that big time. But he's a real key leader. But their blue line, to me, Bart, they've got plenty of opportunities up front, but it's really led by Matt Anderson. And, of course, Mr. Hockey finalist, he and Noah Cates. We've talked about that a lot here today. We'll be talking more about that as well. But Matt Anderson, not just an offensive presence, but a defensive and a transitional presence. But he's joined by James Maroney. Peter Tabor's been terrific, and Brady Zemer. Yeah, indeed. In fact, 37 goals by the defensive core, and 9 of those are power play goals, so they get involved offensively. They can defend quite well, but they're not afraid to join the play. And sometimes the trailing defenseman can be the most dangerous player in the offensive zone. But this Fire team has all the checks in the right boxes, as we said, and Stillwater mimics them as well. So this promises to be an outstanding contest this afternoon. Really like the hustle on the intros. That was a new look. Matt Doman looking like he's loving it on the bench from the Ponies. I love the hustle. They were making snow. It's like they were stopping for their hockey card, NHL style, Bart Archer. And now they're introducing Jared Moe. You talked about how he gets engaged. He's a big, big goaltender. Not a lot of people are going to be rushing the net with him. No doubt about it.
Offensively, though, let's get to Ben Almquist, who's committed to the University of Wisconsin, a 49-point campaign. He's on a 3-game point streak. He has 8 points in those. He had 5 points earlier in the season against Delano. This kid is an offensive talent that I think is just trolling under the radar.
Well, and he doesn't get his goals from between the hash marks either. He can kind of straddle that goal line and pick the top corner. 18 goals, 31 assists, 49 total points, 7 goals on the power play. Obviously, everything kind of funnels through him. But, boy, what a great player he is.
Watch out for Patrick Redd and the rest of the team. We're going to take a quick pause. When we come back, we'll have your face-off right after this. You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With top-tier athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free. We are about to drop the puck. And they're recognizing our national anthem singer, who did an absolute incredible performance, Bart Archer.
I absolutely agree with that. She put a little bit of her own personality into it, but didn't overwhelm the song. She did an outstanding job.
There was a lot of feeling and soul. Not soul, emotion. How's
emotion,
that?
I like it.
Reverence. Good to hear from the younger generation that they can draw that. That's wonderful.
It's encouraging.
Did I go political?
A little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Took me aback, Pete
I
Wagner.
know, I did that on purpose.
Yes, you did.
I am jacked for this game. I don't know about you guys out there in TV land, but, you know, when I put this on the schedule at the start of the year, really was looking forward to this big time.
Oh, no question about it. In fact, and it is our final regular season game that we're going to do, but what a good one you picked on this one. Special teams, both teams very formidable. Holy Family Fire, 26.6 power play, 84.6 penalty kill. The Ponies with an impressive 37.3 power play and an impressive 88.5% penalty kill. Pete, I think taking care of the puck is the main concern. You have to be responsible with the puck. Turnovers against these teams are like mini power plays, and they can come back and haunt you. Here we go.
Cates and Almquist to take the face-off from center ice, and ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here from the Victoria Rec Center. Tim Kolomainen, thanks for joining us here today. Jim Carroll, you should be on the ice. Thanks for your feedback, as always.
I always appreciate it.
Absolutely. Cates is jammed in the neutral zone and then hit again. They're going to be leaning on him a lot tonight. This will be a great, quote, next-level game for Noah Cates, as he'll have plenty to deal with here from the Fire. The Stillwater Ponies with their very Team Russia, almost CCCP-like looking sweaters.
They look good.
Love it. Sent right back in. Kind of the Euro look here in high school hockey.
And they have their names on the back so I can mispronounce them.
Anderson with it. I'm just going to let that one go.
Thank you.
Puck will play itself to the blue line. They tried to play that one down deep, and that was Kaufman on it, but up and out of play it goes. We'll face off at the center ice area.
Well, I think what both coaches want to do is get everybody involved in this game. Good quick line changes, league's first 5-7 minutes, get everybody breaking a sweat and engaged in this game. Looking around, who's who? Lee Smith, Eden Prairie head coach, is in the house.
Where?
Straight across.
There he is.
Little scouting action.
Notebooks are out.
Right.
Look out. Line combos, forechecks, PKs, it's all on.
He could have just watched Let's Play Hockey and stayed home.
Really, all he needs to do is just call me.
Right on.
From the corner, there you go.
Hour and a half phone call.
We've got the standing student section who won't sit. I don't understand why you stand for the whole game, but you sit between the periods. It makes no sense to me. I think should it go the other way around? Bukestad looked to take that puck from Navalny, and it's sent right back in as the clearing attempt fails to click, and it's going to be picked off by Simon. He plays that one up. Tabor was there. He's going to play it back in behind. Isley will set up. Navalny will come away with it out of his own zone. Banks the boards. Zemer gets inside on his man as it trickles into the Holy Family zone. The Fire will break out. Zemer is there. Bart mentioned in our Facebook Live preview that the 13-game unbeaten streak for these Holy Family Catholic Fires started right here on these web waves of Let'sPlayHockey.com when they defeated in overtime the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 4-3. Bart Archer spraining the shoulder, taking full credit for that one.
Hardly, but they've scored 72 goals in those 13 games. So, offensively, they've really found their game. But I think defensively is even more impressive. Still some kind of moisture on the ice down in that Stillwater zone. Hopefully that doesn't come into play.
What are we, about 60 degrees? This is almost like summer hockey material. It'll be Messler to take the draw for the Fire. He'll go in against Manning. Manning with a very nice campaign for this Pony team. Can put the puck in the net. Face-off handle. Kaufman plays up high in the air, stays in play, and then goes up on the walking track. And kind of a slow, tight-checking start to this contest.
Wow, they're just kind of feeling each other out a little bit. But you brought up Luke Manning's name. The senior forward for the Stillwater squad was absent during the Friday night contest down at the state tournament. And I really think that had a bit of an effect on that team. Now he's back and contributing. So, again, they're very happy to have him back. But I think there was a direct effect of how good of a player he is and how much he means to this Ponies team.
We toss one man, in comes another. Face-off controlled by the Fire. Rattles through and on goal as Isley makes the save, and he'll hang on. The face-off will come up again to his right. We'll get a change of at least the forward line. They're going to go wholesale for Stillwater. And Noel Ron says change the forwards.
Right, he's got that last line change, but only 2 face-offs in the Stillwater zone, but Holy Family won both of them. Stillwater's going to, if they're going to have own zone face-offs, they got to start winning them.
Almquist and Cates to face off, a pair of 11s. Nice job by Redden. Short side, Isley was there with the paddle down. Outlet to the left wing side, across the line. Murr plays that back in behind, gets away from Mo. Cates pitches in on that one. Now it's Mapstone at center, back pedals, chips a pass. Murr, nice job, goes lacrosse skills. Hands gets up in the face there of Marooney. Now here come the Fire out of the zone. Almquist with it. Poked off his stick, gets a little bit of help from Byers, and it's sent right back in by the Fire. Now the Ponies bring it to Murr in the neutral zone. Can't handle, and icing will be your call.
Well, one thing that I did like from the Fire, it was Patrick Redden who went in on the forecheck and actually let him know that he was there by putting him against the wall. That's what White Bear Lake did in the first 2 periods against this Ponies team, and it seemed to have a nice effect on him, kind of wore him down a little bit. So I look for a very aggressive but a very concise forecheck by this Holy Family Fire at home.
It's one thing they've done and do very, very well, Bart. It's with a purpose, and they have great foot speed, and it's going to be a problem indeed. Messler was there with the face-off. Now it's Zemer, plays that down. Keep track of that statistic. From center it goes. Here come Manning. Ooh, wanted the high blocker. That one chipped over the top of the net. Waiting for the puck to come down is Michael. And now it's going to be handled by another Michael. That's Jack Michael. Looks to find his man, Nick Michael, down front. Nick and Jack Michael working the same line. Now Bukestad up in the rush, snapshot wide of the goal. Oh, look out, as that took a funny carom, looking its way back through on Jared Moe. Now it's going to be the Fire, back out of the zone. That's off the stick of Messler. He took that from Jack Michael. Now it's Messler again. Oh, he tried to go 5-hole, nearly caught his man there, but Isley was solid to make that save. Back up ice they go. I thought he took the whistle there, and I just said, okay, go ahead, Bart Archer. Now Cates, but then I look up, they go buzzing by. Stanton was there, now Cates as well. Cates looks to swing it up to Raleigh from the left point. He'll be content to whack it down the wall, and it's going to be Cates looking to circle away from the check of John Simon. That one gets through Raleigh. They're going to say icing on the play, and they'll send it back into the Holy Family Catholic Fire with 13:05 to go here. Period number 1, we're scoreless.
Well, a little offensive zone time for the Stillwater Ponies team. Nice shot by Luke Manning earlier in this sequence. Just missed blocker side high, went wide, but again, nice puck control. But a better separation by John Simon, the forward of this Holy Family Fire team, to separate him from the puck. Yes, they got an icing out of it, but fresh legs on the ice, but an offensive zone faceoff for the Ponies.
There's a face-off win now for the Ponies in the offensive zone. Big battle. Redden is there. Cates as well. Now he gets a little bit of work from Almquist. Cates to UMD and Almquist to Wisconsin. Back from the corner, it's James Maroney. He pins up 1-on-2. The Ponies look to try to make some work. Now it's Cates who comes out of the pile with it, and down comes Redden. Batted down by Bukestad. He'll chip that one back in behind the net. Matt Anderson was there, cut off on the play. Nifty job there by McGinley. From a shallow angle, oh, that one went behind the net. McGinley chases down the loose puck, looks to cycle to the corner. They had Stanton trolling from the slot. Instead, it's the Fire to break up, and out of the zone they go. Bumped ahead. Here comes Redden from the left wing side. He has a man in front. Oh, opening up there was Mac Byers. That was deflected up and out of play. Nice opportunity there off what was a pretty good shift for the Stillwater Ponies.
Yeah, indeed it was, and then they came down and defended quite well. Forced him to the outside, got a kind of a poor angle shot, ramped up and out of play. Now face off to Isley's right, but it's good to see the Ponies kind of getting their offensive flow about them, a little confidence, but really a trying play as Noah Cates was doing a flyby, but good defense by the Fire to keep it off his stick.
Simon wins the draw, but Zemer's forced to pull out of the zone. Great angle there on the body check. They center that out front, do the Ponies nobody home, and Zemer takes over in his own zone. He better hurry because he's being hounded on the play by Kaufman. Now it's the Fire back up through center. Nice job to turn and play that deep was Joe Hankinson. That's going to be picked off by the Ponies. Big check thrown on Navalny there. Tabor is there, now back in behind the net. Ponies working a solid forecheck here tonight. Hankinson quickly outlets. On the stick for Simon, back to Hankinson, running down out of room. Try to find the centering feed there. Hankinson will continue to follow through as the puck is bumped up by Huber. Ooh, that one turned aside. Hankinson had a great game against Grand Rapids, the overtime winner from the left wing. Left point, there's a shot that trickles just wide from the goal mouth area. What a shift there by Noel Ron's addition there. Puck nearly came up and hit our own cameraman there, Michael Mazzatelli.
Well, Joe Hankinson, you're right. He had an outstanding game, got the game winner against Grand Rapids. 7 goals on the year, so an offensive contributor, but he showed good speed for a big guy streaking down that right side. But Stillwater's defense is doing a good job of engaging at the blue line and controlling and pushing him to the outside so far. Look for that trend to continue.
Face off to the left of Isley. Another win in the offensive zone for the Fire. Raleigh will chase it from the right corner. Plays the head up for Swanson. He's pickpocketed off the stick there of Jack Michael. And here come the Ponies looking to play it back through center with Manning. Manning is on the puck, hounded on the play, somehow maintains his feet and cruises out of that. Oh, just offside. Sagasor a half step ahead. Good chance there, but great work in the neutral zone there.
Yeah, absolutely. He created some space for himself. Actually had numbers at the blue line, but it was Matt Anderson who stepped up and really forced him to cut. And then I think it was Cates that got in offsides, whistle just outside the zone.
Set right back up and out of play. Very tense. Kind of.
It feels like a section game, right?
Well, look at the crowd here.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
packed
stands
in.
are packed. I mean, we're what, 1-2 deep all the way around the glass, and then you go in the executive suites, which would be on the south end of the building.
That's the way it should be.
Packed. Outgrowing the building. Sagasor is there. Manning now, quick snapshot. That one was wide of the mark. That was Adam Isley. Had a big goal against White Bear Lake the other night. Played back into the Fire zone as they'll look to regroup. Who wants it? It's on the tape now of Messler. Plays ahead. Bukestad steps into that neatly and tucks it right back in behind the net. Tabor will have to hurry because here comes Isley to bother him. Messler plays back behind for Zemer. Chucks some sauce to the neutral zone. Cut off by Riley. Nice play there. or Raleigh rather. And back out comes Jack Michael. Checked on the play by Stanton. Now it's controlled by the Ponies. Off the boards. Murr plays this one up off the boards in front of the bench area. Sent the coaching staff packing, but the puck stays in play. Turning. Stanton shoots. Mo steers that one aside. Stanton back in behind the goal. Cates has spun off the puck. Now it's too far for Bukestad. Back they come the other way. It's going to be Redden for the right wing. Tried to find a man trolling in front. That was Byers. Picked off by Byers on the way out of the zone, and up and out of play it goes. Good defensive posture, though, Bart Archer, by these very Stillwater Ponies.
Yeah, in fact, it was Redden that came down with really good speed, but the speed of, I think, Holy Family is something that caught him by surprise. Really didn't get any angles, sent it across just a little bit too far, and it was Isley that sent it into the corner. But looking for Parker Wiley, the junior defenseman from the Stillwater team. Don't see him on the bench. If you'll remember and watch our broadcast on Thursday, with about 6 seconds left, he was helped off the ice. A very important member on this team missing from this bench, so obviously they're missing his skills.
No question, late in the game, that was a tough injury, and he needed help getting off the ice. McGinley clears to the line, deflected. Hankinson, oh! What a save by Isley.
Save of the game.
Out of nowhere there. Back at center ice it goes. That's going to be handled by Anderson. Turned aside. Best save of the night so far, either side. Navalny is there. McGinley. Outlets. Back out of the zone they go. The ice. McGinley clears the line on the back. Hankinson. Oh! Ridden off the play. McGinley waits for this as he'll walk down the wall. And it's going to be picked up by the Fire. Back in the corner. Anderson with it. Plays ahead, touch pass to the near side. Up in the air it goes. Hankinson is there looking to find some real estate. Nowhere to go with it as the Ponies moving their feet well. Gutko plays back in behind the net. Now it's going to be Anderson to let it go, and it's going to be picked up by Nick Michael. Bukestad, touch pass ahead. Across the line it's Kaufman. Manning looks to help. Broken up there by Nick Michael, and on goal. Mo lost sight of it momentarily, but nice save there. Anderson plays ahead, looking for his man, A.J. Kittleson, from the right point, sent right back into the zone. It's James Maroney. The Fire look to break out, cut off on the way over by Manning. He looks to play that one through Luke Manning. Now it's going to be picked up, handled by A.J. Kittleson. Gets through a stick check there of Sagasor. Kittleson stays on it to the corner. He's going to play to an open wing from the right corner. Jack Michael up high. Tabor, a shot in, a goal. Oh, and that one just wide. Another great opportunity there. Here come the Ponies back the other way across the line. Bukestad waits for help. Kaufman in on goal. Ped save. Big rebound, turned over, but back on the stick of Zemer as he breaks out. Oh, gets away Stanton. How's she going? He's going to play back against the grain in on goal, and that's going to be hung on to. Tabor, a shot in, a goal. Oh, what a great scoring opportunity we had moments ago.
Yeah, in fact, we've had a couple from both teams. A nice save by Mo and a couple nice saves by Isley. Him and Mac Byers of the Fire engaged in a little conversation down low. And again, Isley's not a small man, so Byers showing a little aggressiveness going after the net.
Very, very much like his namesake, Lyndon Byers, the former Bruin. You know that was coming. Offside at the line.
But I really like, I've been very impressed with the way that both teams sets of defensemen have forced everything on the outside. There's not a lot of room inside to get that puck into the scoring area. And when they do, both goalies have come up with some pretty impressive saves so far early in this first period.
Cates was there. Murr helps out, and back in deep they go with the puck. Stanton cuts off that breakout attempt behind the net to Cates. Stanton wanted the one-timer. That was blocked. Nifty job there. Manning played back into the corner. Cates is there now. Poked away by Zemer. Wow. And out of the zone they come. Bart Archer maybe letting them play a little bit here. Across the line they go. Byers.
I don't mind that at all.
No way. I totally agree. Raleigh clears to the line. Look out, Maroney. Oh, he had Redden open back door. I think even Redden was surprised he was that open. Off the toe of the stick. Cycled back. So far the scoring chances, so far the glorious ones, are about 3-0 in favor of Stillwater at this stage of the, Holy Family at this stage of the game.
Well, I'd give probably Stillwater one quality scoring opportunity that Myers hit with his, or Mo hit with his lower pad. But you're right, absolutely. The good quality chances have come from the Fire.
Sent right. I went glorious, though.
Okay.
Quality versus glorious. Right wing for Hankinson. That gets away from him off the glass. Dutko is there.
Glorious does sound better, doesn't it?
Oh, those are the ones where like you just all you got to do is have your hands on your stick and you score. Now it's Dutko with it with wheels looking to angle through center, working on Kallenberg. He's brought down. Kallenberg looks to shovel that one up the boards, does, and the Fire play back up to the line. Bukestad holds in, chips it to the corner. Playoff hockey right here. Feels like it from the Victoria Rec Center, Holy Family Catholic, and of course the Stillwater Ponies. Our second game in a row with the Ponies. It's been a pleasure. This is a very high-end team.
Fun to watch too.
Absolutely. Played from the right wing side, high in the air, away from Bukestad it goes. He looked to chase that one down in his own zone from the goal line, plays it for Dutko, who looked to swing it through. No, he didn't get the stick on that, and icing will be the call with 5:17 to go. The Fire lead in the shots on goal category 10-3.
Well, we're still scoreless on the scoreboard where it's important, but it does show who's had more offensive zone time. One thing that worries me a little bit about the Fire when they're in their defensive zone, they seem to lose their positioning a little bit, trying to defend too much and leaving a lot of open ice out there for Stillwater to work their magic, but it hasn't burned them so far, but something to keep an eye on.
There's a shot that's blocked. Sagasor races up the left wing. Wrist shot, Mo the save, the big rebound. That one pushed wide. Manning bid. That's behind the intended receiver for the Fire there. That's Jack Michael puts on the brakes, waits for help. Nick Michael to the backhand. Checked neatly there. Nice play defensively, turned in by Mapstone. Zemer will let it go. It's going to be picked up by Matt Anderson. Anderson gives back over for Zemer. Up to center he goes. Michael plays ahead on the tape now. It's going to be Messler with it, who carries this one in deep. They're going to change all but Messler. Lateman off the bench. Holding, shooting, block. Nice defensive posture there. Boy, Mapstone with two nice plays. I checked it. That was Manning with a nice play there. Fire again. Redden across the line. Right circle goes high blocker. Nice save by Isley. Pulled out of the air by Murr. Off the glass. Puck trickles into the neutral zone. It's on the tape now of Almquist, as Almquist has a man down low. Redden, Isley with a nice save. He made a beautiful glove save there to pull that one out.
Well, and he had to. He had Redden coming in on the weak side, and I don't know if that was more of a shot or a sauce pass with a little velocity on it, but just get it to the net and see what happens. But
it's on the tape
again,
now. Look at that one on replay. See the guy's man down low.
Redden,
Redden, Isley with a nice save. He made a beautiful.
Nice save by Isley. Another nice save by Isley. I think if the goaltenders get a chance, they're going to hold on to this puck and get the whistles when they can.
You kind of have to, I mean, in a game like this, both teams are not afraid to go to the net, and they're not afraid to grab those rebounds, no question.
And they're pretty good at it, too.
Check thrown to the corner on it now. It's going to be Almquist. He has help from Redden behind the net. Redden will protect the puck and plays back in behind. After I don't want to say a slow start, but a really good start from Stillwater. Holy Family has really kind of had the better of the chances the second half of this period. But here they come. This is how quick the Ponies can strike. Oh, a shot by Stanton and a big save by Mo. Slamming the door.
Well, it was a nice cross-ice pass, kind of threaded the needle a little bit, and I think it was Murr that actually sent it over, but it was Stanton that took that good shot. Nice side-to-side by Jared Mo, the junior goaltender. Not only made the save, but held on to that rebound because the Ponies had support down low. So a good decision, a good save and a good decision to hang on.
Oh, a shot by Stanton.
It looks like Stillwater's starting to kind of chip their way and get in the offensive zone and get some good shots.
Face-off controlled and played back in behind the net. Maroney is there. Anderson plays that around the left wing for Joe Simon, and it's sent right back into Holy Family Catholic territory, who will return the favor and play it in back behind the net. Ruchu is there. He's bothered on the play down low by A.J. Kittleson. It's Kittleson on the puck as it squirts free. Handled now by Navalny. Pinching is Anderson and throwing it back in wide of the net are the Fire as they'll go back to work on that puck. That was Joe Simon. Here's a centering pass that's blocked and swatted away. Nice job there. That shot's blocked. Look out. Oh, they had McGinley open up the middle. Couldn't get possession, though. Bounding puck over the stick of Jared Moe with 2:54 to go in the period. Puck is played back from the left wing side. Controlled now deep by James Maroney. Outlets to the left wing side. Simon will shovel up in the air, and it's going to be handled now by Mapstone. He'll rip that one in high and wide of Moe. Now it's going to be Zemer who waited for that one, but it stayed on the netting behind Mo, and we'll get the whistle.
Well, I've been very impressed with the pace, how it, like you said, it seemed like they had kind of a defensive posture for the first 5 minutes, and now things are opening up quite a bit. But I've been very impressed with both sides as far as defensively. They aren't leaving the zone early. They're challenging the breakouts, but they're also getting the support from the forwards on both sides. Stillwater came to play a solid defensive game so far.
Indeed they have. That's championship-type hockey there, Bart Archer.
Indeed it is.
Sent right back in, controlled and handled by the Ponies. Zemer picks that off at the line. Look out, Jack Michael with a shot. A nice save by Isley. Oh, if there's a test, he's passed it with flying colors. Sagasaur, Bukestad, blocker pad save. Oh, getting a piece of that. Look out, Fire Wagon. Zemer has a man with him. Holds, shoots. Oh, glove save. What a save there by Isley. Oh, my word.
Well, it was a good push by the Ponies, and then the Fire come right back. Really had numbers coming through the zone. Kind of Stillwater getting caught in a line change. 2-on-1, opted to take that shot. Went glove side on that one with a pretty good look at the net. But Isley made a nice glove save. Boy, he's made 3 or 4 good glove saves so far in this first period. 2:03 left. Obviously, both teams want to finish strong. Shots on goal right now. Fire with 16, Stillwater with 5, but the 5 that Stillwater had, probably 3 have been pretty good quality.
That blocker pad saved by Mo moments ago. Wow, that was a tough save to make.
He looked very comfortable making that save, so he's got the focus that he needs today so far.
Kind of going to your right, but you got to reach back to your left and make the save. Stanton nearly had his trunk taken out from underneath him there by Tabor. Now it's the Ponies out front, short side. Look out. Now they're going to come back up for Raleigh. Raleigh snaps one down low. That's deflected by Tabor wide of the mark. Now Almquist is down there as well to help out. Tabor comes away with it. Bumps it off the boards. It's going to be handled by Byers. He looked wide for Redden, but that was cut off by Cates. Nice job there defensively. Back in the zone it goes deep. Raleigh will play it up the boards. Bumped on the play and kicked into the corner. That was Almquist and Cates, a pair of 11s coming together. A couple of D1 prospects right there. Shovel the pass. Sauce on the line. Stanton in on goal. Oh! Glove save and a Betty! Oh, my word!
Wow.
Really?
That was a nice stretch pass. Nice stretch sauce pass. Caught it tape to tape. Went in all alone. And it was Stanton, 23 goals on the year, looking for his 24th. But it was Mo that robbed him on that one. With a great glove save in the zone. Boy, we see some outstanding goaltending so far in this
Sauce
first
on the
period.
line, Stanton in on goal. Oh! Gracious. Way to go, Joey Henches. Filling in for Brett Michaels famously.
It's almost glorious.
Back in through the zone it goes. Anderson was there. Fished out of there by Jack Michael. Waiting on it there was Nick Michael. Now Jack Michael. Oh! Well, the gloves are really good. We know that much, Bart.
Well, and they're going high, they're going low. That one was about 1.5 feet off the ice glove side. Really a pretty good decision because those are very challenging saves for goaltenders to make. But both goaltenders are putting on quite an exhibition. Just 40 seconds left. I'm sure Coach Noel Ron and Coach Matt Doman want their teams to finish very, very strong. But Holy Family Offensive Zone Faceoff has a good opportunity right now.
Off the rush, this Holy Family Catholic team can catch you so many different ways.
Well, both teams can, honestly.
Weak side, back door. We've seen it on display here. A lot of those 17 shots have come from that perspective. Played back in behind the net. Cates and Almquist. Those two have been matched up all night. Turned over on the stick of Almquist. Waited. Now he'll walk up the near wall. It's going to be Almquist. There's Zemer, shoots. Oh, and a nice save by Isley. Totally earning his keep right here, Bart Archer.
Wow, that was really very patient play by Ben Almquist, the junior forward. Just kind of held onto the puck until he saw somebody streaking into the slot. Good shot on goal, but Isley, Seth Isley, the senior goaltender, made a great save. 12.2 seconds left. Boy, this is kind of the trying times for coaches, especially in the defensive zone faceoff.
We've seen so many last-minute goals or under the final minute of a period this year, like a record pace.
No question.
Zemer was there. It gets muddy up into the neutral zone. I don't think we'll see that at least here for this period, as Bukestad will take care of the puck and end the period. And what a dandy it's been here. from the Victoria Rec Center. We're scoreless after one.
Yeah, it's one of the most entertaining periods I think we've seen so far this year, P. Wagner.
What a hockey game, folks. We're between the periods. Once again, another Let's Play Hockey.com game of the week. And we're joined by top-tier athletes.
Shots on goal for the Fire. Coach No Run has to feel pretty good about that. If you're Matt Doman, they're doing their defensive responsibilities. The goaltender's playing. They just need to get more looks at the goal, and I'm sure that's going to happen this second period. But it's been a great one so far.
We'll have a great second period coming up for you as we take a timeout. More to come here from Let's Play Hockey.com. We're scoreless after one. What a hockey game, folks. We're between the periods. Once again, another Let's Play Hockey.com game of the week. And we're joined by top-tier athletes, founder and owner Kyle Johnson. Kyle, thanks for joining us here this evening and this afternoon, depending upon when these games are playing. But I got to say this. You have got one heck of a business that you've put together called Top Tier Athletes. It has a lot to do with player recruitment, placing them at the next levels, and those kinds of things. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, Pete. Well, first, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to get into the hockey arena here. So, the product I put together was really initially for my son. I have a marketing and web development background, and my son, who is actually a soccer player, is looking at going to the next level and playing in college and beyond. And I wanted to come up with a solution for him to be able to market himself to other colleges, other coaches, recruiters, and didn't really see a very viable solution out there. I've used a number of different services, and they just really weren't what I was looking for. And again, I want to say this, I come from a marketing background, so I'm a big visual guy. So a real key thing to me was to create a product that was like, if you were to go to a marketing agency, this is what you would get. You would get a very high-end, very visual product. And when you look at a lot of the other products out there, you just get a very templated system. It looks pretty old. I mean, it looks like websites of the, early 90s. And we know today that, things are so much more visual. People want to see great photos. They want to see, statistics presented in a visually appealing way, video highlights, coaches' testimonials, that type of thing. And, they want to be able to see that and also do it with, not a lot of work. And that was, really the other key thing. And what I was trying to do was to build a platform that's easy for both players and parents to use.
So it's interesting. We see a lot of the what we would term family advisors or people that help with the process of getting into the next level, and really what's being learned out there is some can kind of overdo it with the emails and those kinds of things. And I think coaches can kind of get a little bit burnt out on the hammering of the inbox, so to speak. Is there something that is different in this approach, and how do you go about that to avoid from that numbing of the coaches?
So, that's a great observation, because I've talked to many coaches and I've gone through systems as a parent as well. And, one of the main things that coaches have told me is that, they, and I'm not going to name any of my, of these other softwares, but, some of the other web platforms that are out there promoting athletes to get into college and beyond, they talk about, having this extensive network of college coaches, which I'm sure they do. But the thing is that, these coaches, they just get inundated with email after email after email. And, they're actually close to being spammed by some of these companies. And these coaches have told me firsthand, they said, look, I don't even look at those emails. If I see an email from this certain company, I'll delete it, because they get, 10, 15, 20 a day. They don't really have time to do that. I said, well, what would make it so that, you would get to, see these athletes? And they said 10 times out of 10, if we have an athlete that directly contacts us from their personal email, we'll read it and take it into consideration. Now, that email, there has to be some substance in that email. The athlete has to do some research on that specific college or specific team, show some effort.
Sure.
But if that's coming from the individual athlete, the coach will open that up 10 times out of 10. Where if they get an email from a service they may subscribe to, that, they're not even getting emails because they're deleting them, because they're getting just bombarded by emails day in and day out by these other services.
So what's very important to note here is this is really a user-based driven product that you've put together here. And so in the hockey world, the idea is, and it's not a large community, but there's plenty of players out there where they can tell their story and they can have their information put together. I know at every level there's a market for this, whether it's the junior college or professional ranks, where you mentioned telling the video story, the visual story, and also the background of the person's story, whether that's a statistical setup and the graphics that you have to take such a great job there. And they catch your eye quickly, and they at least – I think the idea of this is to give coaches reason to come out and see you play and meet with you. Would that be a fair assessment?
100%, absolutely. And one of the features that we have is a scheduling calendar on the site that players can actually go in and put in their games, practices, whether they're going to be at a tournament or not. They can put in their full schedule, and if a coach sees that, a coach can just come out at their own time and say, hey, this kid's playing at Mariucci on this date in this tournament. I'm just going to come out and watch. That kind of eliminates the stress factor of if you're a player and you have a cert, or there's a coach that's going to come out and watch. Sometimes players just aren't in their natural environment. They may tense up a little bit, right? And so this allows for a coach to just come out at their leisure and watch the kid play and really see what their talents are.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just going to say that, to your point, you really hit it on the head. This system is really set up for players at all levels. You could look at going into juniors, going to college, and it's even set up to the point where, college athletes can use this if they're looking at going semi-pro or pro. So, some athlete that's in 8th, 9th grade that could, pick up this system, they could literally use it all the way through their career and just really showcase their body of work.
Well, and it's priced at an incredible rate. We've seen some huge numbers out there, and that's kind of a risk because, the scholarships aren't guaranteed at certain levels, as we know. And so,
Yep.
I think it can be argued that it's made as an investment to the future. However, when you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it, you don't really get to where you want to be. Or you're not going to make that money back up. So you've got a monthly payment structure that's set up that I think is really great. And then on top of that, I think it would be really helpful, and we're going to do an on-air production meeting here. Are you okay with me posting a graphic and a link through on this show page here on letsplayhockey.com where someone can see an example of what their page can look like? They can contact you, and you can get them starting. You've got a 10-day trial going too, don't you?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I'm a parent and I've gone through the process and I'm going through the process, and I don't want to gouge families for money. That's not my intent at all, right? My intent is to put out a product that athletes are going to use, that families are going to use to help, promote their athletic ability. And again, if they're going to college, there's actually a section on there that they can highlight their academics, which is, a highly important thing if you're looking at going to college. So, first and foremost, again, I'm a parent and I know the systems out there, and I just want to make it accessible to athletes. And then absolutely, yep, we have a 10-day free trial. So, there's no risk. You don't have to enter a credit card or anything. And you get a free trial. Just, get on the site, try it out. get some pictures up there, get some stats up there, maybe embed some videos if you have them on YouTube or Vimeo already, and see what it's like. Give it a whirl. There's no risk at all. And, we have a great price right now. So we're actually going to be running a promo as well here. And it's a discount just for the Let's Play Hockey family, per se. So, if you sign up and after your free trial and keep on going, for the next 3 months, the monthly price will be cut in half. So you're paying $7.49 a month for the first 3 months, and then after that, it's $14.99 a month, which is still just a great rate to have a tool that really allows you to showcase your talents.
And that would be a steal, my friends. That is great stuff. So, Kyle Johnson, of course, it should be noted that his son is playing the game of football, better known as soccer in our area, in England. So, I mean, if you're there as a college athlete doing that, I think you know a little bit about navigating the waters. So you've got a good background with that, Kyle. That's a real-life story, which is a good one to use.
It is. It's been an amazing experience.
The website is toptierathletes.com. His name is Kyle Johnson, owner, founder of Top Tier Athletes. Thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck to you the rest of this summer, and we appreciate your product. It's a great fit for what we're doing here at letsplayhockey.com. Thanks, Kyle.
Perfect. Thank you.
You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With Top Tier Athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free.
My name is Darrell Evans. I'm a former player with the Los Angeles Kings and currently the color analyst on the Kings radio broadcast. Well, I really like it the way it's so compact. Everything is nicely sectioned off where you can put, whether it be a laptop, an iPad or something like that that's separate from getting your skates being banged up against it. You have a place for your gloves, a place to attach your helmet.
You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With Top Tier Athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free.
Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. You know, a couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it, I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players, by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe we've created the ultimate pair of hockey bags.
You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With top-tier athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free. I'm Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. You know, a couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it, I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players, by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe we've created the ultimate pair of hockey bags. You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With top-tier athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free. Well, it is indeed senior day here at the Victoria Rec Center, home of the Holy Family Catholic Fire, and I was just talking to Lee Smith, Bart. You know, I was in heaven over there. You got all the scouts and all the heavyweights.
Yeah, I saw you over there working your magic.
Were you worried?
No, never worried.
I looked
about
over
the
here and I told Lee and Jim Nill, I said, hey, the fact of the matter is Bart Archer's taking over the helm.
That'll make everybody nervous.
Look at the hat that Michael Mazzatelli is wearing, our camera guy. Wow!
Oh, the
Where
moose.
did you get that from? He found it. He dusted it off. It's a Minnesota Moose hat. That could have collectively been, bar none. Sorry, Jim Carroll, I know you're watching. And no, I won't say emerges, I promise you. That could be the worst hockey in the history of Minnesota hockey.
Oh,
was that bad?
Moose Morissette.
Oh, I rest my case.
There it is.
Ice looks to be a little bit of an issue here, Bart.
Yeah,
it's
in fact,
really, really wet right now.
It wasn't after the first period. Keep in mind, these guys have been about 20 minutes or more since that first period ended. Obviously, senior night, 10 seniors on this Holy Family Fire team. That took a little time, but you're right. The ice is not quite curing. There's a lot of moisture out there. Hopefully, it doesn't come into effect.
Wow.
And they can't really open the doors because it's 60
sound
degrees
like
out.
It was like pottery that goes into the
into the kiln.
Into the kiln.
Right.
Wow. Ponies and Fire here from the Rec Center in Victoria. We're scoreless, and it's controlled as the Ponies in their red and whites will be moving from left to right across your screen. Snapper in on goal by Nick Michael, and that was handled by Seth Isley.
Yeah, I think Nick Michael actually got rid of that shot a little quicker because the defenseman was closing in, but a shot on goal, but again, looking maybe perhaps for a rebound, but Isley doesn't give too many of those out.
That one was whistled down.
Well, the puck's actually gone through a couple of the glossy areas here and didn't seem to have too much of an effect. It's really down in the Holy Fire zone where there's the most points of concern, but as we said, hopefully it doesn't come into play.
Hopefully. Run around the boards too far for Sagasor. I'd like to say hi to Dick Bates, my brother-in-law, listening on.
Oh, how about that?
Puck is sent too far. Boy, this ice really is still pretty damp, especially from dot to dot up the middle.
Absolutely, but it's something that we hope doesn't come into play. As long as we're just saying hello, I'd like to say hello to a familiar viewer, Doug Dornsife out in Colorado. Loves what we do and watching the high school, Minnesota high school game. He's treated to a good one today, but thank you for joining us again, Doug.
Boy, they're milking this song. It's about the third whistle we've worked. It's a good piece.
It's a good piece.
It's a great warm-up song. You know, you get that tempo going here.
Right.
You should use it with your Luther Bulldogs.
Not a bad idea.
Do you go helmet off in warm-ups, or do you put it on?
No, I have it on.
Okay.
I got to protect myself from myself.
Across the line,
Here we
Kate
go.
shoots. Oh, he scores! Mo got a piece of it, but not enough. The Ponies with a 1-0 lead.
Well, as Cates has scored, he's very familiar in that area, and that one comes from Austin Murr, the senior forward as well. Mo actually got his glove on it, but with the velocity, it just trickled up and over his shoulder, but Stillwater gets rewarded early in the second period for a lot of hard work.
Nice reach there by Cates. There's one of his 2 he averages per game. and he pumps that one in. He always hit multi-point games. It's guaranteed to be, he's involved with 2 points or more. 19 now times this year, trying to make it 20 on their 25th appearance. They lead 1-0. Long pass, it fails to click for Byers. In on goal as Isley makes the save.
Well, that officially is Cates from Murr, and that's Cates' 20th goal of the season. One thing that kind of jumps off the page, Pete, is this Ponies team only averages giving up 18 shots a game. First period, Holy Family Fire got 18 shots in the first period. So obviously Stillwater's kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit in that respect, but there's still a 0 on the scoreboard, so they've done their job and drawn first blood early in the second period.
Bart, one of the things that Lee Smith and I were talking about between periods is they did the senior day festivities, if you will, after the first period. Here's a chance. Oh, Michael, a shot, rebound. That one pushed wide of the mark. Zemer down low, looked for Jack Michael. That fails to click, and it's going to be Kaufman back out of the zone for the Stillwater Ponies across the line. Stick save, turned aside. Definitely the wet ice is a bit of an issue, especially from the corner we were just at. Now it's going to be picked up by Jack Michael. Plays ahead, Zemer. He has Nick Michael. Nice angle pass there. Nick Michael from the off wing. Hold, shoots. Save Isley. Puck trickles away from him. Off the bench. Down the wall they go with Simon. Couldn't get enough of that one as the puck is played to the near wing. Kaufman off the boards. Tries to do the old how's she going there with the toe pull. No go. Sagasor behind the net. Kaufman now. Bothered by Simon. Up to the line they go with it. Poking it to safety and sent right back in as Raleigh behind the net. Tabor looks to shovel this along the right wing rail. Nobody home. Now it's going to be Tabor. Plays back in behind, reaching and bumping that one off the boards is Marooney, but a nice forecheck turned in there by the Ponies. Back up ice they go. Out of the zone. On it now, Simon is checked, played in wide of the net. Now Raleigh better hurry. Nice job to go against the grain, but reading that well is Simon. That's Joe Simon on the play. Out front they go, and that's out into the neutral zone as Anderson couldn't reel it in. Now across the line, John Simon. Ooh, that one over the top of the goal. Hankinson to the line. Snapper Marooney, stick save rebound. That one behind Isley as it's going to be picked up and protected by Bukestad off the boards. Pinching in is Anderson, and Bartosh is there. Now they go ahead with it. Across the line, it's Dutko. He has some speed. That one off the side of the cage, and it's going to be picked up by Anderson. Off the boards, Joe Simon is there. Slapped right back in by Cates. That's off the equipment there of John Simon. Picked up, played back out through by Joe Simon. Behind the net it goes. Stanton is there. He'll wait for it. Waits for some help to join him as well. Now it's Cates. He works his way across the line, and he's hammered there by Anderson. Big check thrown there. Right wing pass. Look out. Here they come with Byers across the line. Byers has a trailer. That's Almquist. He's pickpocketed. Back the other way. Picked off. Look out. They tried to toe the line there. Not enough room for Byers to work. And now Almquist down the line, but that one is offside.
Well, things have opened up a little bit. Kind of a plotting first part of this second period. Things have opened up quite a bit. Stillwater coming out with a lot of fire on this one. It was up to Holy Family. Yeah, I guess unintended, but Holy Family kind of weathered the storm. Yes, they gave up a goal, but they came back down and answered and put a lot of pressure on Jared Moe or on Seth Isley. And Isley rose to the battle, but not only did he make the save, but he controlled the rebounds and pushed him in an area of safety. Nice job by the Stillwater goaltender.
Zemer plays that one in. Wide of the mark it goes. Chasing this one down is Jack Michael. And off the glass, over the defense, and into the Holy Family Catholic Fire zone. Chipped up high in the air, played down by Mapstone. Brings that one back in. Tabor will watch that one as that sails past him. Manning is there, as is Nick Michael. Now it's going to be Tabor to regroup and backpedal. Poked and handled now by Jack Michael. And look out, there's Manning to play it free. He's checked on the play. Zemer comes away with it. Zemer across the line, holds and shoots that one wide. He'll gather back in, played behind the net, wrap around, puck's loose, and shutting the door was Seth Isley. Back up in the center, it's James Marooney to the left wing side for Almquist. He's bothered by Kaufman, but at the line it's going to be played back through. They had a man trolling to the fire. That fails to click. Quick change there. Matt Anderson couldn't pull the trigger because he was pickpocketed on the play. Nifty job there by Sagasor. Stick save wide. That one's off Isley again. Now it's Anderson with it. plays this one down the wall, gets it back, walks away from trouble, has some room. Oh, look out. Anderson holds, shoots, scores! Off the glove side, traffic, all sorts of trouble. And it's tied at 1.
Well, Anderson not only did a good job of keeping the puck in the zone, but he walked the line a little bit, saw some open space. A right-handed shot on the left side, had a pretty good angle on that. Once he got to the top of the left dot, he let that one go. And on Isley, that'd be his glove side, just about 1.5 feet off the ice.
Look at this little play here, Bart.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
Drew the defender in, made him commit, found the open ice, but watch this through traffic. Boy, Isley, I don't know if he got a good look at that one, but that was just a good shot. But now we're knotted at 1, and for Anderson, that's his 5th goal of the season. What a big goal it was.
You know, it was Almquist that was falling into Isley that was a problem there, and he was saying, how about a little GTI here? They didn't give it to him.
No, they didn't.
Back behind the net it goes. Right wing. Ponies to center. Murr. Oh, nice pass there. Springs skates. Looks for some help. He's going to create on his own. He had nowhere to go but down low. Marooney takes him off the puck as it's played to safety. Back out to center. Red with a wobbling puck. Gets control now across the line. Navalny is there to make the play. And at the line, it's sent right back in by the Fire. That one sent high over the air of Byers, and no icing on the play as Tabor will gather that one in. Here comes Tabor. Long pass, that's off the stick. Dribbling puck. And they'll bat that one down. Handled, poked away. Nice job there by the defense. That was Bukestad. Boy, he's evolved into one heck of a hockey player for sure.
Well, and it's not just the defensive game, too. He actually provides quite a bit of offense. But he's one of those players you have to be aware when he's on the ice. Very smart player.
Indeed he is. That one thunders wide of the mark. As the energy in the building starting to pick up, the student section well represented here, picked off by Dutko. And look out, here's Zemer. He has the footwork to do the job. Touch pass to the neutral zone. That fails to click, and it's the Ponies that picked that off, but they're caught offside.
Well, we've said Brady Zemer, the junior defenseman's name a couple times tonight. He had a good shift last shift as well. Followed the puck up, got a good shot up, but didn't skate away from the play. Followed it up a little bit, but another good defensive play right there. But Zemer's really turned in a good effort today.
Indeed he has, as he has made his mark with his hands and his feet. Back up into the center ice area it goes. Controlled by the Ponies off the boards. McGinley was there. That's too far off the skate. Nice job to keep it alive there by Joe Simon. He tried to find Hankinson, and that one fails to click, icing the call. Hankinson, a big frame out there. Strength, size.
Well, and plus he moves pretty well. One thing about this Holy Family Fire team is they're very, very skilled and very quick offensively. And there's another player on this Fire team, Ethan Messler, number 18. He's a long drink of water. He's coming out on the ice now, but he can scoot up the ice pretty quick and be very effective. So Holy Family's got, as I said, a lot of checks in the right boxes.
You know what I like about Stillwater's game, Bart, is they're unflappable. They stay to their game plan, and they continue to come at you, and they don't back down.
Well,
and they hustle both sides of the puck.
And there's continuity between all three lines that they play, too. They don't really miss a step.
Very much so. Pinching down from the wall and playing that through. That's wide of the net there. That was Messler that made the play. Now it's going to be Anderson. He scored his team's lone goal. It's been Anderson and Cates, the goal scorers here tonight. So far tied at 1 with 10:39 to go in the second period. Thanks for joining us on this glorious Saturday afternoon. A one-timer by Messler deflected up and over the top of the goal. Nick Michael with it. He'll walk it all the way up. Play to the left wing side. Anderson sends one in. Oh, that caught Isley again. Oh, he took some exception there to Jack Michael, who was all over the goal mouth area. Bukestad. And now at the line, it's Anderson holds and keeps that one in, back in behind the net.
Smart play.
Michael is there. Checked on the play was Brody Swanson as they continue to jam up on the boards. That's not for the faint of heart down there, folks. Back up through center. Sent back in the air. No ice on the play as Bukestad will play this one. He surveys up the ice. Bukestad's long pass. Handled and turned back off the boards. Now it's Anderson with it. Touch pass. That's off the stick of Almquist. Now left wing side. Byers muscles toward the goal mouth. Nothing there. Byers plays this up. Zemer sends that one back down the line. Almquist was there. Now it's pulled to safety back into the corner by Redden. He looked down low to the slot area. That guy doesn't click, and it's going to be Tabor to regroup. He looks to Zemer to his right, gives it to him. Now Zemer has Almquist in the neutral. Almquist is turned away by Cates, hounding him. Tabor with it. Right wing side. Nice job there by Almquist to catch that pass. To the net goes Redden. Oh, that one deflected. Oh, a follow-up shot there. Fails to click. Swatted out of the air by Tabor. Back on the stick of Cates. Can't get past him. Now from center. Oh, he stood up on the play. Cates with a breakaway. And on goal. Cates. Score! What a save by Mo. I wanted to say that was in. Not so fast. Down on the puck. Mapstone tried to make a play. He lost his twig deep inside the Holy Family Catholic zone as Stanton will carry this one back across the line. Off the toe of the stick. At least Cates didn't look at the stick. He knew that one went off the toe on his very own.
Well, very unselfish, but boy, he had a golden opportunity. They came in with numbers strong against this Fire team. Opted to dish it off as opposed to take that shot, but he had a wide open net, but nice job by Jared Moe to slide over and make that save. But Pete, we talked about, where's it? Jack Mapstone went down, lost his stick, but went down and really limited what this Holy Family Fire team. It could have been an Ollie situation. Really a smart play by Mapstone.
He gobbled up the puck bar, didn't pull it in with his hands or anything like that, but spun around and created a problem to get the
play.
Support.
Absolutely.
I've watched him for 2 years, and he really caught me in the section final. Not the biggest kid, but a very smart player.
Well, indeed, and he plays a little bigger than his frame, but he's one of those players that you don't talk about in the streaming of things. You always talk about the Cates and the Mannings and
Hard
such.
the bunt.
But he is certainly one of these players that really contributes quite a bit to his team.
Now it's Tabor with it. Nice outlet to the left wing side for Joe Simon. Pounding puck at center. James Maroney tries to work his way through traffic. Nowhere to go. That one rolls in off the left side of the net. Isley will cover it up. Well, 30-10, your shots on goal in favor of Holy Family Catholic.
They keep mounting too, but Maroney, a nice job to spearhead that rush. A defenseman getting up and involved in the offensive play. Not only when he got past the goal line, he kicked it back off the net trying to get a second chance follow-up opportunity, but Isley did a nice job to shut that down. Face off to his right. We're about midway point of the second period. We're not at a 1, but as you said, Pete, shots on goal. Holy Family 30, only 10 for Stillwater.
Face-off win by the Ponies. Sagasor with it. Works through center. That gets away from Anderson. Kaufman will find it out of the right corner. Centering passes through everyone, and it's going to be picked up by Jack Michael. Held in by Sagasor at the line. Nice job to tow it. Kaufman with it. Shoots in on Mo. Makes the save. Puck is rolled back up into the neutral zone.
Well, I think that puck rolled on him. I don't think he got the shot he wanted, but Mo looked awful big in goal. Not a lot to shoot at.
Now the puck played down the right wing side. A couple of players come together. Bukestad picks it up. He's going to carry it himself. One hands it to Kaufman. Batted down by Anderson. He's going to be content to throw it toward the goal mouth area. Steered aside by Isley. Back up to Anderson. That one gets past him. Kaufman will chase. Zemer is there. Sagasor has reached too much. He'll play this one in on goal. Mo will play this one. He's going to dish off to the left side for Anderson. Now it's Almquist. Surveys, puts on the brakes. Looks back to the line. That hits Redden on the way in. Now it's going to be Stanton with it across the line. He has options. Stanton goes short side and shut by Mo. That was a quick developing 3-on-1 to 3-on-2 down low. Now it's Cates. You know, Stanton and Cates breathing down at you. That's not the most fun. Bruchu plays this one down to the corner. Looks like he's taking a lot of Wiley shifts here, Bart. I think that's what we're seeing from the injury from the other night.
Yeah, it kind of messes up the continuity on the line.
In front. Oh, what a save by Isley. Red got a quick pass from the corner by Byers, but man, was he quick to get off that post and get there.
Yeah, Holy Family's not shy about going to the net. Red's no exception there. 14 goals on the season, looking for his 15th, but Isley did a nice job going side to side to really close that door. Kind of a trying moment for Stillwater, but again, they survived that one. Face off to the left. 32 shots on goal now. Holy Family just keeps getting shots on goal, but again, the Ponies' defense and goaltending have risen to the occasion more often than not.
Great to hear Todd Grover, who was too cool to be here today.
Yes, indeed.
He had to go get a suntan or something. I don't know. Maybe a spray tan. I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding. No, he had previous commitments, and he's on watching, so good to see you're here. Janae Henches, good to see you're here. In on goal. Stanton was there. Of course, she is watching our producers' every move. That would be Joseph Henches, part of Sports Content Management's VP of Technology. From the neutral zone, Stanton with it. Now it's Tabor. Subtle little pass there. Nice one from Simon. He's wedged. Nice job by Mapstone. And it's Bruchu to ring the boards. Too far for Isley. At the line, Maroney through traffic. That was a dangerous area there as Simon stopped it and then kind of tried to guide it through.
Well, indeed, and it was Jack Mapstone that actually did a nice job of actually kind of trying to control him as much as possible. Kind of a weak shot on goal, but Isley in the proper position took away the high percentage shots. A lot of pressure by this Holy Family team. They're really trying to cut the ice in half right now. Stillwater's challenge is to get back into the offensive zone where they had great success earlier in this period. Haven't seen the offensive zone for a sustained amount of time for a while.
I'm going to say send a link to a friend. This game is special. It's 1-1. This is what playoff hockey's all about, and we're not even there yet. This being the last game of the regular season. Now a nice job up at the line. Cates was there. Now it's going to be picked off across the line. Down goes John Simon on the play, and we're going to have the game's first power play. We've almost played 2 periods of infraction-free hockey.
Yeah, and that's going to be Jesse Bukestad that's going to go to the box too. So one of the primary penalty killers on this Ponies team just makes the task at hand a little bit more daunting. But this Holy Family Fire power play 26.6. If you're in the upper 20s, you're in good shape. If you get into the 30s, that's exceptional. I think the Fire looking to get into the 30s, and they're going to get a great opportunity to chip away at that. But 2 minutes to the box for Jesse Bukestad. Great opportunity for the Fire to take a lead going into the second intermission.
Waiting on some adjustments down the goal mouth area there. Now we'll face off, power play time. With 5:24 to go in the period, off the glass away from Tabor. He'll be joined on the back line with Matt Anderson. Almquist is up front with the big fella Hankinson on the right side, and now they're going to swing the gates. Hankinson and Redden switch. Penalty kill will be employed by Manning and Sagasor. Navalny will be on the back line with Bruchu. Down low go the Fire. That's Almquist to play. Tabor up high, finds the top of the umbrella. Anderson off the stick down low of Almquist. Hankinson keeps it alive. Now Almquist with it. Low right circle, looks back up high. Anderson for Almquist, back up for Anderson. Sagasor, the big reach, problems up high. Shot it on goal. Isley the save, rebound. Poke to safety to the corner. Almquist with it now. He's looking to Tabor, and we'll see what they do. Almost a misfire. There's Sagasor. Wow, he's been good on this PK. Oh, my word. Across the line now, Kaufman pulls a snapper in on goal as Mo makes the save, and he has to hang on.
Well, Kaufman did a nice job of dangling at the blue line, kind of trying to change his angle and get at least a shot on goal. Very aggressive penalty kill by Stillwater, sending 2 men on the puck. That means you have some faith in your defenseman, but an 88.5% penalty kill. Obviously, they know what they're doing, but they're putting good pressure on the Holy Family Fire.
Defensive zone faceoff, not where you want to be.
And 12 shorties on the year so far for the Ponies, so Holy Family's still going to have to mind their defensive responsibilities.
Well, you can see why. Sagasor, the arms are longer than long, and he's just got the reach and the stick all over the place. And they got another big guy up front in Stanton. Cates as well. Across the line, down low they go. Now it's going to be handled. Maroney better hurry with the quick stick. Oh, someone's missing a glove. That's Zemer. And now, look out, misfire there. There's all sorts of noise in front of the net as Zemer comes away with it. Down low, and that was off the stick of Maroney. He almost pulled the trigger there, but that trickles wide of the net. Zemer again. Cates watches him. Down low behind the net, it's Nick Michael. Michael comes away with it. Mapstone watching him. Now it's Byers, protects the puck, up for Zemer. Zemer gives off, nice little pass there. Blocked, rebound, in on goal, and that's a nice pad save. Net knocked off its posts, and we are now at full strength as on the ice steps Bukestad, and they finally blow the whistle.
Boy, I was sitting there counting up to about 6, but Stillwater Ponies weathered that storm.
You look like Steel the main referee Jay Solt is trying to break a count.
Right, it's only illegal after 5.
That's right.
But I thought Holy Family did a nice job of at least possessing the puck. Didn't get a lot of quality opportunities on that, but Stillwater obviously with that Stone very stingy penalty kill.
It's aggressive.
Indeed it is, but they did a nice job of keeping things on the periphery.
Really?
And when there was, again, an opportunity, it was Isley that came up big once again. 36-14 shots on goal. And we have 3 minutes, 18 seconds left in this second period.
I like the big frames up top putting pressure on the defenseman, taking passing lanes out. It's almost like having an extra body out there.
Well, you got those long reaches, plus they have some speed about them, too.
If you really do it and act, and take those lanes away, it's highly effective.
And that's hence the 12 shorthanded goals on the season.
You can see where those turnovers evolve from. Big scrum off the left of the goaltender, Seth Isley for the Stillwater Ponies. Boy, there's so much buzz about the state tournament. Last year's was so special. Each year you walk out of there and you say, can it be any better? And it is every year.
It seems like it.
Bartosh with it now. There's a shot that's buzzed wide of the net by Manning. And out of the zone it comes to center. Bruchu plays it to the line. They're going to call that offside on Manning.
Well, he had good proximity on that one. I thought Manning was actually straddling the line when he received that pass, but the referees have done a great job letting him play. One penalty called so far in a game this emotional and this intense. The players are actually minding their responsibilities, but the referees are letting him play, and I think that only enhances the product that we see today.
Face off at center with 2:38 to go in period number 2. Behind the net, the Fire looking to create something. We're tied at 1. Hankinson plays that. A little too much mustard on that one as Joe Simon had to retreat back up high. As out come the Ponies. They're going to be stopped at the line on a nice play by Hankinson to take up the space as the Ponies will find another way. Stanton has stood up on the play as he runs into Messler across the line. There's a shot in on goal. Mole makes the save as Kaufman bid there.
It was a pretty easy save by Mo, but Kaufman, again, he's very good at getting the puck and then changing the angle a little bit. Not afraid to kind of draw it in and get that shot off. Kind of a little bit of a weaker shot, but no rebound again by Mo. Mo's very good at actually making himself big, but not only receiving the puck, but cradling it, really not allowing a second chance follow-up opportunity.
Don't forget, if you check out Let's Play Hockey TV here on the YouTube channel, you can see all of our archives, highlights, and feature stories that have been put together. Michael Mazzatelli, our film producer, if you will, does a great job. He's on camera number 1 here today, and we've got everything you need there. Also, take a look at the Mr. Hockey finalists, the Ms. Hockey finalists as well. It's been a great group of people, of course, each and every year.
There's a lot going on, and it's a great time of year. Looking forward to see Mr. and Mrs. Hockey of the season, the Brimasek Award winner, and who's going to survive sections and make it down to the X.
Reed Larson as well, among others.
Reed
There's just so much the Defensive Player of the Year. It's kind of the Selke. They give it to the top defenseman, though. Redden with wheels down to the corner. Sagasor is there. Almquist up to the line. Zemer will hang on to it. Gives back off to the corner. Maroney shot. Isley's impressed here, Bart. He's been very busy.
Well, and he's really been called upon, but he had Almquist waiting in the wings if there was a second chance, but he's done a great job as well of cradling the puck and holding onto it, really limiting the follow-up opportunities. A lot of these good teams, the times where they get a little vulnerable is when there's second chance follow-ups. They're very good on the first ones, but the second ones are the ones that come back and sting them. There just haven't been any second chance opportunities today from either side.
Face-off win by the Ponies. Off the glass goes Bukestad. Picked off by the Fire. To the corner it goes. Messler is on it as he's bothered. Things winding down here in period number 2. Submarining his way through. It's Nick Michael. Shot by Messler. Nice save by Isley. Messler was knocking on the door, and it was slammed indeed.
Well, and then we get a little extracurriculars, but it looks like, no worse for the wear. But one thing Isley does very well is he might show that 5-hole, but he closed that awful quick. And it was, again, a nice job of pushing the puck to the open player by the Fire. They got the opportunity. They want to try to go 5-hole. But as we said, it was Seth Isley, the senior goaltender, that closed that in a hurry. And then the conversation started. But there's a lot of emotions, but I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping their emotions in somewhat check. I mean, after the whistle, you get maybe a couple things, back and forth, but that's where it stops and they get back to refocusing. Very impressed.
1:14 to go in the period. Face-off win by Manning as he and his team, the Ponies, look to break out of the zone, and they do. Bukestad, left wing side. Whoa, that one fanned on. And there's Manning again. Look out. Rolling puck. And back up ice comes Redden. He'll gain the line with speed. He has a man to the net. Redden looked to find Almquist. He also had Mac Byers on the troll. Now Almquist comes away with it, but Sagasor reaches down and dishes up the middle. Gets it back from Cates. They've got numbers low. Cates to the net. Cates in front. Oh, what a chance. Mo wanted to play the body there too as well. Didn't need to as the pass failed to click. Mo is the goalie I'm talking about too. Talk about you got to have your head on a swivel around this guy, man. This guy is Ron Hextall reincarnated. Shot on goal, steered aside by Mo. He had to be quick on that one.
Boy, that was a good shot too by Cates, and that one went off the shoulder up and out of play by Mo. But he's like a lead blocking fullback. He's not afraid to get his body.
He's not
in the way, but again, he's still minding his responsibilities as far as his first job is to stop the puck. Everything else is just a bonus, but been very impressed with both goaltenders. In fact, we talked about Seth Isley during the White Bear Lake game. Really didn't see a lot of shots. Hard to get a good gauge. He made some good saves, but today he's answered the bell quite well and made some very difficult saves to keep his team in this contest.
You're right, Bart. If there's ever a doubt, there's no doubt that this kid can play.
Those questions
there never was, but
right.
I mean, he's just been that good. Really a great luxury to have. In on goal, nope, that one block doesn't get through, and it's going to be handled by Jack Michael out of the zone. Nick Michael was there. Kaufman turns, and he in turn hits Nick Michael with that would-be clearing attempt, and that does it for the second period. A pair of goals, one scored by Cates, one scored by Matt Anderson.
Yeah.
And we're tied at 1.
Yeah, it was a great period. 21 shots on goal for the Fire that period, and 9 shots on goal for the Stillwater team. And this is a Stillwater team that's averaged 36 shots on goal, only given up 18. Already 39 on the scoreboard for this Fire team, so they're offensively doing what they need to do. But again, it's the goaltenders that have been the story of this game so far, but it's been an outstanding contest. This third period is going to be something you don't want to miss.
What a great way to end the regular season, a non-sectional game, a non-conference game, and you have the opportunity to really play a high-level game to get ready for the playoffs. Couldn't ask for much more. We'll be back with more as high school hockey continues right here on Let'sPlayHockey.com.
Athletic Wears, Chris Bonvino. Everybody knows the work you do, and we really, really appreciate the quality of product that you deliver. It's really incredible. And I mean, when I'm looking at your website right now, I see St. Cloud State, Harvard. I believe that's Alaska Anchorage I'm looking at up there as well, or just Alaska. Can't keep any of those straight anymore. And then you work it all the way down to the youth levels and the high school levels. But the fact is you work in manufacturing, and you're a U.S. manufacturer. And it appears, from my perspective, to be a really good time to be a manufacturer in this great country.
Well, you know, we're hopeful, and knock on wood, there's a resurgence in American craftsmanship and American businesses, American jobs, and we're feeling pretty good about the future right now. The quality of the product that we make. I mentioned this to you before, but when people buy from us, you know, buying American used to mean something, but I don't want people to buy from us just because they're doing us a favor at buying American. I want them to buy from us because we have a product that is 10 times better than anything that's coming from offshore. You know, in terms of the fabrics, the craftsmanship, the quality. You know, these things are important. This is an art to us. We take it very seriously, and we take a great deal of pride in it. It's not a commodity. We are all dialed in on all the people here. I mean, have genuine pride in what they produce.
Can I jump in on the fabrics for a minute?
Yeah.
Because I've always felt as though your jerseys are just they're a cut above, and they're better. They have the right feel and the right temperament to the player, to the body, and what's required there. What kind of processes do you go through, and how have you drilled it down to where you need to be on your fabrics now?
Well, we've actually gotten into the science with this as the dry fit fabrics have become more the standard. We've actually gone out and have proprietary fabrics. We've worked with design companies all over the country, all domestic, but we have fabricated 2 products, actually 3, but 2 that we use specifically for hockey that are proprietary to our specs and standards, our colors. They have the color wash on, they never dye, but the fit and the feel, we're and I use this word a lot, we're fastidious about this. When they put this sweater on, anyone. I want this to complete, or we all want this to complete the process of them making the team, but them being proud of something. This is a major achievement to make these teams, and to put that jersey on, to have that kind of seal the deal. But getting back to your question, we have spent a lot of time and a lot of money on research, going back and forth with our knitters, the kinds of fabric, the yarns they're using. And the product, our raw product is more expensive in terms of the raw goods inside of it. But because we're selling directly to the schools, the universities, we're able to come in at a price which is very favorable for the quality of the product.
You know what's amazing is in the world of the grand endorsements and the big name out of box type of jerseys and sweaters you see out there, to me it's pretty amazing that in the college hockey world, when I look at a game or I watch a game, whenever I see it, I see the GA on the shoulder of so many teams. How are you able to continually, I know from a Big Ten, who cares, whatever, you can't really pound, I mean, how do you pound through that the way you do? Because you not only get this business, but you maintain it. What's the key?
Well, a lot of it, I think, is just the relationships that we've developed over the years. They know we give them a quality product. They know they can count on us to deliver the product. I think that level of trust, plus we've had some great success. Aside from this year, the last 3 Division I NCAA national champions wore the GA right front and center when they were hoisting the championship trophy around. This, is advertising you can't buy. If you compare the size of our company to the size of a lot of these companies, we're a David to their Goliath, but we have a product that is, I'll put up against anyone's in terms of the quality, workmanship. So I think it's a combination of relationships and just the fact that, we've been there. We've had 9 or 10 national champions in NCAA ice hockey bearing our logo. So hopefully that will continue, and we're working very hard to increase our market share.
So, Chris, you've been at this for, 20, how many years? 20-some years, at least?
As Reg Dunlop said in Slab Shop, quite a few. Quite a few.
Look, he doesn't want,
it's been 25 years. I was 25 years old when I started the company, and we grew. Slowly. We were initially doing jackets. I was in my house, and we had like 3 guys, and we hit at the point where Dean Blaze, who was my former coach, called me and asked. We were doing their jackets and asked if we could do their jerseys. And at that point, we had never done a jersey, but we researched it and said, yeah, we'll take care of you. We introduced the Dazzle, which I know we did for one of your teams, Fab.
Love the Dazzle.
Right, and it was something that was really an oddity at the time, but it caught on. It was a very faddish thing, but from that point, then we were able to grow and build, and learning a lot, and learning every day still about the process. But it's been uncanny, and I joke that the reason that we're so busy and we have such a good clientele is there's really no one stupid enough to do this besides people like us. But no, I'm not saying that tongue in cheek. But at any rate, you've known us for some time, and we've known you, so you've kind of seen the progression of the company. It's been interesting.
I'm the biggest fan of small business and people that are able to run their own businesses, and anybody that can grow something for the 25 years that you have to the level that you have and continue to reinvent yourself as you do is something that anybody who follows business understands and appreciates. And that's the one thing about Gemini Athletic Wear that I think everybody needs to take a note of. And and there's a lot of listeners here and viewers that are watching this program who are decision makers, whether it be on youth boards, high school, and even some college, junior as well. How do they best get a hold of you to say, hey, we need you to do our sweaters next?
Well, we have, and we've added a few, but we have anyone here is capable of discussing. We have our salespeople, of course, but I like to do a lot of this myself. It's a passion, the creativity, the creative part of this. And, I tell all of our sales guys here, make the person that you're dealing with, someone's going to come to you and ask for help on designing a jersey. They're going to go back to their team. You want to make that person a hero. That person, you want to do that person a solid. Find out what they want, help them however you can, but really take a passion. I know it sounds cliched and not real, but it's true. Get involved with them. To answer your question, though, to get a hold of just call us. We're not one of these companies that you call and you have to press press 8 different buttons to get to someone. We're old school in that sense.
Very true. Very true.
And we really enjoy that interaction, that creative process, and ultimately, like I said, when the kid puts on the sweater and the father or the team manager, the coach or the AD, is lauded for that, it's a good feeling for us, because you know what, we were involved in that process, but those people who trusted the kid and came to us are the ones who look like heroes, and that's what we really pride ourselves on.
Folks, click the GeminiAthleticwear.com logo that you see on the show page. If you want to just give them a call, it's at 952-942-9611, or on the hotline at 1-800-909-9611. And Chris will take care of it. I've got one final question for you.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name Gemini?
I wish I had a better thought. There is no logical connection. I'm not an astrological person. I have no good story. If you ask me how I met my wife, I'd have a great story. For this one, I thought of it just as I thought it was a cool name. And I was 25 years old, and Nike had already been used, so I just had no other choice. But I wish, Pete, I had a better story for you than that.
Well, so I was watching this History Channel bit on the Gemini missions that were led up. Okay, so I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, I wonder if that has something to do with what he did with this thing. And can I give you one takeaway? It has nothing to do with anything we're doing, but I think you'll appreciate it, and the listeners might too. How nuts were those guys?
Oh, they're fabulous. I mean,
just nuts, weren't they? Who would do that?
Well, to do what they did, yeah. I mean, they were pioneers. It was remarkable. I wish, and in a sense, I've always enjoyed aerospace and the history. I remember the Apollo missions way back in the 70s when we were kids.
Yeah.
But no, for what they did was, predated that even, and it was remarkable. Absolutely, all the respect in the world for those guys.
So we'll just pretend.
Much braver than I.
We'll just pretend that's what Gemini is. Just kidding. Yeah. So, Chris, thanks a lot. Once again, that's GeminiAthleticwear.com. A true class individual who has been in the business 25 years, knows a thing or two about your jerseys and sweaters. Give him a call. Get dressed up the right way. We'll be back with more high school hockey right after this. You've been playing since you were a young kid. You've developed a passion for the game. Now you're ready to take your next steps. With top-tier athletes, you can easily build a website to promote your talents to scouts and coaches. With profile information, beautiful stats, photo and video galleries, you can showcase your skills. There is no coding involved, and it is super easy to set up. Start today for free.
From Pacific Rink. I love hockey. A couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags.
And we welcome you back right here to the Victoria Rec Center, Bart Archer. So far, we've only had 2 goals. Take us through the summary of this riveting hockey game.
Well, for Stillwater, Noah Cates opened up the scoring at the 52nd mark with his 20th for Murr. Then Holy Family answered back at the 4:10 mark. It was Anderson with his 5th from Almquist. Shots on goal that period. Holy Family with 21, 2-period total of 39. Stillwater with 9, 2-period total of 15.
Bart, what do you expect to see here in the 3rd period?
Well, I expect to see the Holy Family Fire keep putting the screws to the Ponies. I've been very impressed with the way they've actually made the Ponies have to play defense a good majority of that 2nd period. They're really showing their offensive muscles. And defensively, I think Holy Family's done a good job. What Stillwater, I think, has to do is they've had a couple of odd man rushes. They just have to work their speed and work the puck a little bit more. But the way the Fire's defending their blue line, not an easy task at hand. But I just look for more continuation of good nonstop action. It's been a good one so far. I don't look for that to change.
Well, if we stay on the pace we are, the Fire could be somewhere around the 60-shot marker with maybe 1 or 2 power plays. I mean, that's something to be keeping in mind here, Martin. The majority of these shots are coming 5-on-5.
Yeah, indeed they are. And if you look at the Ponies, we've said this many times during this particular broadcast, they only average giving up 18 shots a game, and Holy Family achieved that in the 1st period and actually built on that in the 2nd period. So I look forward to what's going to happen in the 3rd period. But their goaltender, as far as Seth Isley, I think he's really done a great job tonight. In fact, like we talked about previously, you really didn't get a good gauge out of that White Bear Lake game how good he is, but tonight we're seeing some skill out of that young goaltender.
Yeah, the kid's playing. He's doing a great job. And, the thing about this Stillwater team is they have the ability to transition and strike just like that.
Oh, absolutely. Both teams do, but you're right. Stillwater's very good at moving the puck and coming in on odd man rushes and being very aggressive on the forecheck. But Holy Family, very efficient zone exits, really causing some problems. I think the Holy Family's really owned that neutral zone so far this game.
A couple of discussions with Matt Doman on the Stillwater bench. And we are now ready to get things started here. We're going to check out the ice as they're going to drop the puck to make sure it can get through those wet areas appropriately.
Well, there's still a bunch. We've talked about it.
Whoop.
Right in front of the goal, too. Well, he didn't look too happy when he picked that puck up.
No, not at all. He's just said, there we go. We're going to let this set up for a bit.
Well, you almost have to. You just don't want something like the variable of ice being an indicator or a dictator as far as what proceeds from
what
this
are we
point
in
forward.
Tampa, Florida here?
Yeah. Well, in most cases in February, you can open the doors and cool this place out, but today it'd probably actually promote more water.
You warm it up.
But it's been a great exhibition, and if this is any precursor to what we're going to look forward to for the remainder of this year, boy, we're going to have a nice run to the X. And I think both teams could certainly be, all due respect to the Eden Prairie Eagles and Lee Smith. Obviously, that's the team right now that's rated number 1 for a reason. But this Holy Family Fire is going to be a thorn in their side, I will guarantee that.
Well, when you go to the section with Holy Family Catholic and the Eden Prairie Eagles, the Eagles will get the 1, Holy Family will get the 2. Most likely Minnetonka 3, Prior Lake 4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then on down the line. Meanwhile, in the 4AA, you have Stillwater 1, Hill Murray 1. Probably Stillwater 1, don't you think?
Well, I would think so, just with the body of work that they've had. Everybody talks about a relatively soft schedule, but, Hill Murray's schedule is always usually pretty competitive. But I think, scheduling comes down to one of the variables that works into it, but I think Stillwater's done enough to earn that number 1 seed.
So those are the 2. Then White Bear Lake is a wild card in there, so they'll be sliding in there at probably the 3 seed. And then you have the rest, Bart Archer.
Yeah, and I think White Bear Lake has really earned that 3rd spot as well. They had a pretty good showing for 2 solid periods against Stillwater at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. It just pretty soon the cream started to rise to the top a little bit, and offensively Stillwater just started to flex their muscles.
Real quick before we start, the number 1 seed was been awarded in the 8AA. And I believe that went to the Moorhead Spuds. No surprise there.
No.
That's going to be an interesting section. It's a very competitive section. Bemidji had to drop down a little bit after they had kind of run the show on the table for some time up off the bench area. Brainerd is on the way up, and don't forget about St. Michael, Albertville. Buffalo is going to be in there as well.
Yeah, I think St. Michael, Albertville is one of those teams that might be a trendy pick because they have actually played some solid hockey this year and stepped up and really kind of challenged some of the bigger boppers in this deal. So St. Michael, Albertville, you can't count them out.
Puck deflects off Manning's stick. Back in behind the net it goes for Marooney as he looks to try to make a play. He's bothered on the wall by Manning, and out of the zone come the Fire on the puck with Jack Michael across the line. He has Nick Michael with him. He'll play it down low. Nick Michael ran out of real estate off the backhand as he made the bid there for his addition. There's a shot that's deflected off a stick in front. That was, I believe that was Manning's stick. And now from the corner, out they go. They're getting content just to flip it up in the air. Tabor, look out, caught flat-footed. Manning there. The puck kind of took a roll on Peter Tabor. To the corner it goes. Now Manning is there. He's bumped. Down goes Kaufman, and out of the zone come the Fire. Looking to stick handle through traffic was Jack Michael. No go. Snapper's pad save turned aside by Mo. Now it's Stanton who's slammed off the puck there from center, off the stick by Jack Michael. And it's going to be played through. Murr was there. He was looking for Cates. Stanton tries to go between the legs. Tabor was there, and out of the zone they come. Byers with it. Look out, Redden can fly. We brought that up before. Redden down low into the net with authority. Oh my word, looks like a penalty coming up too.
Well, and it probably should be, but it sounded like his skate hit the net, so hopefully it didn't dull his edges at all. But boy, he went to the net with some ferocity on that one.
Well, Bart, there's no doubt that the quick skate sharpen might have to be put in play there. That thing was with authority. We'll take a look at this one on replay. You'll see he was slamming his way down the left wing side.
They'll have to get one of those Sparks machines in the locker room.
Maybe we won't take a look at this one on replay.
But the penalty's going to be on Thomas Bruchu, the senior defenseman. Almost a penalty he had to take, but they came down in a hurry with numbers, but puck stayed out of the net. Now the challenge is to kill this penalty off.
Second Holy Family Catholic power play. Anderson kicks that down the wall as he gets it back and plays ahead. Marooney shot deflected in on goal. Isley makes a save, but that thing cleared by Bukestad, but didn't go anywhere.
It was a nice redirect. Good save by Isley.
Anderson's quick catch and snap shot there doesn't work. Marooney with it, plays to the near side for Almquist. Almquist surveys and gets back to Marooney. Now it's Anderson with it. Finds Almquist up the middle across the line. Had Redden with him.
Wet spot on the ice.
Yep. Absolutely. Left something behind, and the opportunistic Simon Sagasor TJ Sagasor rather, takes advantage of that. My word, I worked myself back a year.
It's starting to rub off on you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Across the line they go. Almquist with it, puts on the brakes, off the boards, handled by Marooney, plays down low. Almquist is checked, pinched neatly by Mapstone as he tries to kick it up the wall. Sagasor is there, cleared to the line, but not out. Marooney there. Marooney walks down the line, plays that back door. Oh, I don't know if Isley got a piece of that Almquist shot, but he might have.
I think he did.
Goal. That hit a pad. Nice job. Just took a steady wet spot there. Now we're 1-1, and the puck stopping dead in its tracks. It's brutal.
And 44 seconds left on the penalty to Bruchu.
There's nothing more frustrating when you turn up ice and the thing just goes eat.
Absolutely.
It's like it's glued to the ice. Now it's going to be turned back. Navalny plays that one the length of the ice. 30 to go in the man advantage. Zemer takes over. Zemer with it. Plays ahead. Here come the Fire. Tabor across the line. Tabor will hold it down low. There's all sorts of traffic. We had Zemer crashing. Tabor instead will walk it back up, bring some traffic with him, and play it down the boards. From the corner, Nick Michael with it. Checked on the play. Walking out. Nice job to get out of the traffic there. Tabor from the left hash mark plays the corner. On it now, it's Kittleson. Tabor, full strength, are the Ponies. That didn't get on as it's turned aside and back up ice. They go Bartosh with it. Plays ahead. Cates. Bartosh off his skates. To the corner he goes. And offside, the call at the line.
Well, I was wondering if they're going to call that. The arm was up. He waited a while to call that one, but nice job of the Ponies to really kind of get past that penalty kill. They really did a nice job. There might have been one good quality opportunity for this Fire team. obviously both teams want to stay out of the box on this one. You don't want it settled on special teams. You want the definitive goal to be 5-on-5, but that might be wishful thinking. But I thought they did a good job of killing that penalty.
Tabor plays to the right side, controlled now by James Maroney. Back for Tabor. Cross center. Turning this one back up ice. On the puck now, it's Dutko. And handled back behind the net by Maroney. Maroney will play to the right wing side. That's off the stick of Jack Michael. And across the line come the Ponies. That shot's blocked by Tabor. Back up ice it goes. Off the stick of Dutko. And played back to him as he sends it back in deep. Isley on the forecheck. Forced to the corner now, left side. Tabor kicked off the skate there, and now back on the stick of John Simon across the line. He has Jack Michael with him. John Simon goes down. Now Bukestad. He's bumped off the puck. Big forecheck there by Nick Simon as he walks, Nick Michael rather, as he walks down low. Now Zemer's going to force that one through. Nice job just to take the snapper there. That's a good read.
Good quick feet.
2-on-2 to the corner. Dutko off the boards. Nice bump pass. Hustling through center is Manning. He has a man open, back door. Shot, scores! Adam Isley, second game in a row with a second huge marker. Another transitional goal by the Stillwater Ponies, and they lead 2-1.
Yeah, I think Holy Family just got caught a little deep. They came back with numbers 2-on-1, came down. It was Manning that actually gained the zone, drew the defenseman in. Nice saucer pass over to Isley, and that's his second goal in as many nights. But boy, what a big goal that is for the Ponies. Now the emphasis or the focus is going to be on the Fire. There you see that nice pass right on the tape, just waiting for the goaltender to come over and square up and just beat him clean on the glove side. But now it's up to Holy Family to come back with a little answer of their own, at least come back with energy. But Isley, that's his third goal of the year, second in as many games.
You could see on that goal, Bart, the goaltender went from right to left, went down way early, and he just hung on to it and waited till he settled into the ice and said, okay, I'm going top shelf. And he did. Beautiful goal scored by Isley. Fire once again trail now for the second time in the game. Down low, there's a shot that doesn't get through, and in on goal. And that's Seth Isley to make the save.
Well, again, but the Fire got the puck down into the offensive zone and made him defend, so a pretty good answer so far. Didn't put the puck in the net, but sometimes you just need to get some positive energy going forward in the offensive zone, and they did just that. Face-off very important from this point forward, especially for Holy Family to be down by a goal with an offensive zone face-off.
One-timer Anderson steered aside by Isley. Cates. Be interesting to see what the defensive posture here, Bart, of Stillwater plays here with 11:30 to go. Plenty of time in the third period.
Well, I don't see him changing a whole bunch, Pete. They've had a great method of success.
Murr in on goal. That one swatted at by Moe is back out of the zone they come. Redden gets behind the defense, takes that pass from Byers. Redden looks down low. That's off Byers. Trickles wide. Zemer plays it down with the glove from the right wing side as he will play it to the corner, going to the net. Now here's Almquist, wrist shot. That's steered aside with the waffle. Now Byers is there. Cates pins his man up on the boards.
Ooh, and Redden's down, and he's not getting up anytime quick.
I think he took a butcher there to the wrist.
I think you're right. I think it was courtesy of Matthew Stanton. I think he's going to go to the box for that. So really kind of a tough penalty to take at this particular juncture, especially it's Stanton that's going to go. But boy, he's kind of one of the big hitters on this team, one of the penalty killers as well. But what a great opportunity, 10:49 left in regulation for Holy Family to get back to try to square this thing up on the power play.
We'll get a quick look at that one on replay. You'll see the infraction coming right up here. And back to live action. They look to go back door, down to the corner it goes. Almquist with it. Plays it back in behind the net. Mapstone to the corner. Guides it up the boards. Held on to. Anderson plays it 0 for 2 now with the man advantage of the Fire. This is their third power play opportunity. They haven't been on the kill yet tonight. Anderson with it. Walks. Shows a little shoulder juke there. Maintains possession. Sends one in down low. Poke to the line. That was Kaufman. Now it's going to be handled one-timer. That one over the top of the goal. And it's going to be handled once again by Byers. To the near side, turning. Almquist back up for Chuck. That's Maroney. Now Almquist, oh, that thing was a laser that just missed the mark. I don't know, Isley might have gotten a piece. Now it's Maroney. Almquist, another one-timer. Oh! That might have hit Hankinson on the way in. That looked like it was labeled short side glove. Instead, it's Sagasor. Back out of the zone. His shot is steered aside by Moe and picked up by Almquist back out of the zone with 46 to go on the power play. Moe with it, gives off to the right wing side. Now they find Anderson. High slot, turns, shoots. No goal, as they're going to say, take it outside. Someone was in the blue paint.
Well, pretty good rush by the Holy Family Fire, but obviously the whistle kind of negated that. But I've been kind of impressed with the way the Ponies have killed this penalty. Everything's to the outside, everything's behind the goal. They really haven't got into the area. Almquist got a couple good shots, but I think the first one was deflected by the driver in front, tried to go short side the last time. I don't know if it was a goaltender that made the save, but it kept the puck out of the net. That's the important part.
It did make a thumping noise, so it probably hit something, right, Brent?
Yep.
That much we know.
Well deduced that.
We don't know what.
Right.
Whether it's a player or a goalie, but there's a great chance.
Stayed out of the net.
Oh, look out! Oh! No tripping call there. The puck would be the infractor as they play it to the near side. Bruchu, as he sends that one in behind. Zemer watches it. Cates doesn't get the handle on it. Now it's Nick Michael with 7 to go in the power play. Michael finds Tabor down low. He has Zemer one-timer. Oh, that one hits traffic on the way in as the puck is played back up the wall.
Isley didn't see it either.
Stanton is there. Puck doesn't find its way through. Credit the Stillwater Ponies. They've really been crashing it in the slot area, kind of packing it in a little bit, blocking a lot of shots, even though there's been 48 on goal.
Well, they have done a good job collapsing and protecting their goaltender, but they are forcing everything in the outside. They're not just collapsing to collapse. There is a method to their madness.
Now we'll face off to the left-hand side. Shots wide of the net. Messler with it. On the tape for Kallenberg. That one's deflected wide. Messler again. Puck will carry him up to the line again. And here come the Fire in transition across the line. Rister turned aside by Isley. Swatted at. Held in. Oh, that one rolled away from Anderson as they look to play this one through. Oh, look out. There's an opportunity for Jack Michael, but it's picked up by the Ponies back in their own zone. Bukestad on the tape, up the ice they go. That's Bartosh. Now it's Jack Michael again. He's going to have to carve through 4 Ponies. He waits for a little bit of help. He gets it. Anderson. Oh, no, they have numbers. Look at this. In front. Oh, and that was broken up. Played down with a stick in front again. Puck's loose. It's going toward the line. Still loose. They're not blowing the whistle. Oh, that's a scrum of the century. You can't make that up.
Looks like a rugby match right there, but again, nice job by the Ponies to keep the puck out of the net in a very trying moment, but Holy Family Fire has the focus. They need to try to tie this game up. I thought they had a pretty good opportunity, but Stillwater Ponies dodged a bullet there.
Take a look at this scrum on replay, Bart. The thing that was interesting, you'll see the ref was right on top, but he could see the puck sitting in the crease area as they were just hammering away on this thing.
But a nice sequence by the Fire, drawing it, trying to draw the defenseman in. He took away that passing shot right there, and then all heck started to break loose. They just kept firing to the goal, but all those Ponies in to support their goaltender kept that puck out of the net. That's the important component right there. 7:36 left in regulation time. Holy Family Fire trying to tie it up, but the Ponies doing a good job of defending.
Wow. That's just like straight shut the door there. There's nothing but a sea of red in the blue.
Right, just pile body on body. Like you're laying bricks.
7 minutes and 30 seconds now remain here. 51-18 the shots on goal, but the all-important scoreboard led by the Stillwater Ponies. The Fire have had the puck, offensive zone. Plenty of time down here in the right-hand side of your screen for this third period. Now Hendrickson, or I'm sorry,
Hankinson.
I was thinking of Darby Henderson. Man, I am falling apart here today, Bart Archer.
Darby and Danny Henderson with Brandon Steege at center.
Steege. Dave Schuth. Why don't we dust him off?
Right. I'm related to him in some weird way.
I know. Distant cousins.
He's not bragging about it, I'll tell you that.
He's the world's greatest pond hockey player. Are you aware of that?
Well, I've heard that.
I don't know if he is anymore, but he certainly was about 5-6 years ago. Here come the Fire across the line. Tabor plays it to the near side. Zemer. Oh, that hit Bukestad in the hand. That did not feel good. He shook it off, though.
Stillwater, Stanton. Behind that goal, out front. Nice job, and that's Almquist defending. I'm not a play-by-play guy, but on-air production meeting. And this is Zemer. Over to Tabor. Little congestion in the neutral zone.
All right, Bart, you can stick to color.
Perfect.
Great job.
Well, I just wanted to talk as little as possible.
Yeah, a little camera malfunction, but we're back. Mapstone across the line.
Nice adjustment on the fly.
He'll send that one in. Well, it helps when you know exactly what went wrong. Body check thrown there. Here comes Anderson. Time now becoming an issue. There's still plenty of it, but 5:30 to go. Stillwater posturing here to pick up a win. Fire now will control. Anderson takes from Tabor. Plays ahead. Nick Michael high in the air. And the Fire will be content to play this one high off the glass and back in. Now the Ponies. Back up ice. As that's deflected. And it's controlled once again in the defensive zone by Tabor. I've called his name a lot here in this third period. Off the boards. Chasing that down was John Simon. Big check thrown in the neutral zone. Dutko is there. He's bumped off the puck, and it's Simon with it. John Simon up the board, sent right back in by the Ponies. Now it's Anderson with it. Anderson plays ahead, and it's going to be picked up by Stillwater. Navalny plays it to the near boards. TJ Sagasor stood up on the play. Manning will forecheck. Anderson waits on the puck as he's being watched by Kaufman. Now back across the line. Sent right back in. Nice shift here by the Stillwater Ponies as they've kind of stemmed the tide a little bit. And the Fire will regroup and control with 4:15 to go in the third. Bukestad hits his man on the way out of the zone. Manning will take it. Jammed on the play there by Michael. Now Sagasar. They wanted too many down in the Fire zone. They're not going to get it. And back up the ice they come. Marooney. Puck was rolling on him. Has a stick now from Stanton bothering him. And now Hankinson plays ahead. Across the line, it's Almquist. Almquist tries to leave off. Great back pressure and support by the Stillwater Ponies. Almquist makes the play. Across the line he goes. Gets around the official as well. He stood up by Stanton. Gets a little bit of help off the wall by Byers. Redden is there to support as they battle for a pretty important puck here. Up it goes out of play with 3:27 to go here in the third period.
Boy, really nice effort by Ben Almquist on that one. Neutral zone, kind of a trying moment. If the puck would have got past him, they would have come down with numbers, but he kept finding the space and moving the puck up into the zone and really limiting, what the Ponies might have been able to muster. But again, like you said, Pete, 3:27 left. Time is certainly becoming an issue with the Fire. They're getting some opportunities, just not as many in this period. So Stillwater really tightening their defensive game. Forwards coming back to help. Manning's been playing great defensively for forward.
Zemer's shot deflected on its way in. Marooney will try to play back in behind the corner. Redden is bothered on the play. Bartosh is there. Now it's going to be Almquist. Flips out front. That's deflected. Here come the Ponies blasting out. Zemer, boards. Nowhere to go. Sent right back into the center ice area by Isley. He has the go-ahead goal so far here for the Ponies. Look out, back up into the stands as they'll face off at center ice.
Well, I like the fight of the Fire. You can tell they never say quit, and they're not intimidated by being down by a goal in the waning moments. But Stillwater has done so well protecting their blue line. The defensemen are stepping up, forcing Stillwater to make a play, but they can only do that when the forwards come back. So showing a lot of defensive responsibility on the forward side of this Ponies team.
Manning with the face-off win, played to center, back into Fire territory as it's going to be Anderson ahead on the tape for Messler across the line. Leaves off, there's a wrist shot in on goal taken by John Simon. Once again, it's Isley to make the save. Now Messler up to the line. Anderson has plenty of traffic to work it through. Puck rolls its way to the goal mouth area in front. It gets muddy. Again, another scrum. Uh-oh, Anderson's dangerous through traffic and on goal. The rebound, they cannot beat Isley. Now they'll turn and shoot. Isley again with the save. Off the glass, but not out. Making the play at the line is Kallenberg, and that one's deflected up and out of play.
Boy, really a trying moment for this Ponies team. Nice job by Raleigh to ramp that one up and out of play, but Holy Family with possession in the offensive zone, and then the Ponies just started stacking bodies trying to protect that net, kept the puck out of the net. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be effective, and that was very effective. But just 2:23 left in regulation time. Another offensive zone faceoff for Holy Family.
53 saves for Seth Isley. It's been that special tonight for him so far. Stillwater's Ponies goaltender has been really good with a lot of traffic coming his way, deflections, redirects. And you know what? These have not been a lot of big rebound goals either.
No, correct.
Or shots, I mean. Zemer wide of the cage. Oh, they counted that as a shot, so maybe they're being a little bit generous.
I was going to say, in fact, you're probably correct. That one was wide by only a couple feet, but
they say a couple miles.
No, not that much. But if a goaltender is going to get a chance to control the play, he's going to do that, and that's what Isley did on that one.
Face-off win in on goal, pulled out of the air.
Well, that was a good shot by Mac Byers. 11 goals on the year. In a proper spot, right circle, let it go. You could see that he had a area glove side, but Isley once again comes up with another nice glove save.
Key defensive zone face-off for the Ponies, and they get it. Good positional win there. Cates to the left side for Stanton down the wall. In on goal as that's hung on to by Mo.
Well, we don't want to get too carried away, guys. You want to finish this game out on the ice. You're not going to help each other from the penalty box, but it was a pretty good zone entry on that one as far as Cates drew the defenseman in, dipped it off to Stanton, but it was a kind of a fluttering puck.
You saw that, though. They both gave each other the left.
Well, we don't want to get too carried away, guys.
No problem.
We want to finish this game out on the ice. Jared Moe actually controlled that fluttering puck, kind of a challenging shot for him, but he did well.
It came down on him. He had to kind of adjust from one plane of vision to another.
Correct.
Drew Chu gathers in. That's deflected away. Now the Fire will play this one as the Ponies get possession. Under 2 minutes to go. Now Anderson will turn this one away with 1:48 to go. Zemer loses control, gets it to Anderson to the near side. Messler moves the puck ahead, but that's picked off at the line. Murr is there. Oh, he was shivered by Zemer. That kind of took Murr by surprise there, Bart.
Well, he got up right away. He's pretty tough, but he did a nice job of actually taking that hit. He knew he was going to get a hit, but pushing the puck forward. 1:36 left in regulation time. Now Stillwater has the benefit of having an offensive zone faceoff. Coach Noel Ron changes his forward lines.
Anderson's really been logging some major ice time here. Now it's Bukestad with it. Gives off to the right wing side. Steered aside by Moe. He got enough of the pad on that one.
We'll keep an eye on Moe and goal for the Holy Family.
They're down to $1:23 to go in the period.
He's
Sent
coming
back
off right
behind,
now.
And now it's going to be Mapstone. Tries to play it along, but Anderson was there. His pass was picked off. Oh, big back check there. Sagasor open net. Oh, wide of the net and icing. Oh, he took an opportunity there. Couldn't find the net.
Well, there is a player down for the Stillwater Ponies. And it was Axel Rushmeyer that came in with a head of steam. I thought that was a definite charge. He didn't pull up at all, and the player didn't even have the puck and was unable to defend himself. And I think that's Rushmeyer's first shift of the game. But boy, he came in and had an effect, that's for sure. But we hope the Stillwater player gets up, and I think that's Parker Dutko. I'm not 100% sure, but
We'll
hopefully
take
it's
a look
no
at
worse
this
for
one
the
right
wearer.
here. Here we go.
It could be Manning, actually.
Oof. He was the 6th man off the ice. You know, they were putting him right toward the goal mouth area.
Well, and he just went straight ahead, and he actually bulldozed a player that really didn't have the puck. And I'm not trying to pick on the young man. He's out trying to make something happen, but that was kind of a tough thing to watch. But hopefully Manning's going to be okay. Obviously one of the primary offensive players on this Ponies team. Just 1:09 left in regulation time. Timeout taken. Good time for Noel Ron just to get everybody focused. And again, for Matt Doman, just going to keep everybody nice and calm so they don't start chasing the puck. They played an outstanding defensive third period, no question about it.
So right now, I think you're talking about face-offs and what you want to do.
Yep.
Who's got who, what kind of set play you want to run off it if you win it. If you're the Holy Family Catholic Fire, and if you're Stillwater, what's important. And what's been really good for them is chipping the glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, zone to zone.
And a lot of people say it's what you do on the face-off when you win the face-off, but it's just equally as important to what to do if you don't win the face-off as far as positioning. So these are teams that enjoy success, and there's a reason being because they're good quality teams. And I think we're going to see a very exciting minute 9 seconds. And I think Seth Isley's going to have to come up with one pretty big save here before this is all said and done, but a wide open net down on the Fire side. So obviously the Ponies are cognizant of that. They'll take a shot, maybe if it makes sense, but I think just get the puck out of the zone and regroup is the call to order.
Right now they're going to, are they going to the whiteboard there? Yes, they are. They're going to the whiteboard. They're definitely, Ryan Thang is saying, okay, here's our power play setup, or our face-off setup, 6-on-5 as Jared Moe is in the bench area right now. There's that puck from Sagasor that just missed. At first, when I left the stick part, I thought we had a game. I thought it was over.
See,
then it just sailed a little wide.
Yep. But hopefully Manning's going to be back on the ice. It looks like he is.
Face-off win the way they wanted it. Now left side it goes. Maroney down front. Redden was tied up there as a rolling puck. Look out. He better hurry. Anderson. Oh!
Playing the break.
That might have. Oh, my. Well, there's a lot of people at the driving range this afternoon. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Scratching the itch.
Right wing side it goes. Maroney was there, and they're going to be content to send it back down, but that's going to be an icing. There's 43.9.
See, I'm not a big fan of that. Just get it out of the zone because obviously the clock stops. They can reset. They can, having the last change, they can put out whoever they want. If it's an open net and you're up by a goal, don't go for the goal. Just go incremental. Just station to station, so to speak, but just get the puck out of your zone is the call to order.
Face off, played to Anderson. His shot's blocked. Boy, they get shins on him right away. Mapstone plays it to Stanton. Anderson there to hold it in. He better hurry because Cates is there. The future teammates tie up on the wall. The center ice it goes with 26 to go. Anderson puts on the brakes. Check that's Maroney. Oh, picked off by Cates. Sagasor rather couldn't pull the trigger. They better hurry. 17 to go. That's off the stick and in deep off Byers. Now it's Stanton. He's going to ring the wall. Picked off, cut off by Rushmeyer. Now up the boards it goes. Sent back the length of the ice. They score! Who else but Noah Cates for the 3-1 lead with 3.2 to go here in the third period.
Well, again, that kind of puts the nail in. 3.2 seconds left, but I think Holy Family has to feel pretty good about the way they played. But for Stillwater Ponies to come into a hostile environment against a number 4 rated team that really hasn't lost in a long period of time, I'm sure Coach Matt Doman has to feel awfully good about the way his team played this third period. First 2 periods, maybe they got a little bit loose, but they sure tightened it up when they needed to, got the goal when they had to. But they're going to celebrate a victory here in a hostile environment. Great job by the Ponies today.
Indeed it is, and once again, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You have your final score. The Stillwater Ponies 3 and the Holy Family Catholic Fire 1. What a great hockey game to close out our regular season coverage.
Indeed it was, and we're looking forward to more great hockey to come. But, you know, a 3-1 game, obviously the empty net goal. I thought it was going to be a 7-5 or 6-4 or something like that, but shows how much I know. But the Jack Jablonski Foundation Player of the Game, P. Wagner, is going to be Ponies goaltender Seth Isley. had a number of different saves tonight, had over 50 saves, and I think he was the driving reason
55 to be exact.
55 to be exact, but he was the driving reason why they're walking out of here with a win. Good support by his teammates, but boy, Holy Family kept coming in waves, but they stemmed the tide and really got that go-ahead goal, and from that point forward, they did a nice job of shutting this Holy Family team down and keeping it to the outside. That's what you want. Coach Matt Doman has to feel awful good about it, the way his team played.
It was a season well played by both teams. Seth Isley, really the story of the game. There he is, the big fella. He was absolutely fantastic here tonight. Both teams played such super hockey. It was really good. And you know, the fact of the matter is these two teams, once again, are going to prepare themselves for state tournament runs. Out of the Section 4AA will be Stillwater, and out of the Section 2AA will be Holy Family Catholic. Well, Joey Henches, I got to tell you, yeoman's-like effort running the show here.
Nice job, Joe.
I mean, seriously, without missing a beat. Got a lot of compliments from people with texts. Michael Mazzatelli, terrific job behind the camera. Bart Archer, of course. High-end, the best color commentary.
Oh, jeez.
And we have coming up some sectional playoffs. We're certainly going to have the Section 4AA final. We'll have that.
Looking forward to that.
We have some audio of some others that we're working on. So stay tuned to letsplayhockey.com. We'll have plenty of news and information for you on updates with that, as well as Overtime Hockey Podcasts in conjunction with 1500ESPN.com.
There's a lot going on, but just want to thank everybody for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. Treated to a great game, but thank you for joining us. We always appreciate the support and support our sponsors. Please, without them, this wouldn't be possible.
That puts a wrap on the regular season. It is the Stillwater Ponies 3 and the Holy Family Catholic Fire 1. We will be back with some sectional and state tournament action. Be sure to check out the Let's Play Hockey Expo in St. Paul during the state tournament. And also, Turn 'em Down, Turn Us Up. We'll be doing all of the play-by-play from all of the games from the XL Energy Center except for the third-place games. And we are looking very forward to that. James Lillidahl will be trading off games with me as well. I'm looking forward to having my boy Jimmy on board.
It's going to be awesome.
It will be. Once again, thanks again, everybody. So long, everybody.